Dun 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 dun.
Da-da.
We have
Yeah, they can hear you. It is good.
porn stars. It's customary at this point.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why. I don't know why I'd bother trying to.
Mitigate our awfulness.
Yeah.
We do it because we know it annoys you, Chris.
It doesn't though, because I said it myself at the end of last session.
Just because you said it doesn't mean it doesn't annoy you.
It's not so much
Said the
annoy, so
word.
much that just like it makes you, despise life just a little more.
See, Trump has said the words women's rights, but doesn't mean he likes them.
Okay. Granted, but this isn't a political game that we're getting into, Sam. This is D&D.
No.
Not yet,
I know.
anyway. Not till we
Elsyan
meet
can
the
Elsyan can have his fun with politics later.
Everyone's politics.
So,
I'm going to
But-
shove the Empress
Okay,
scepter
no,
up
but
its
there is a point here. Elsyan, which politician would you say best describes your mother?
we will not go into those details just yet.
Is there a female version of Hitler?
Okay, he's not wrong, but still.
ass.
Margaret Thatcher, maybe?
No. Okay, Harlan, no.
No, she hasn't
No,
got people
Harlan.
killed.
Let's not do this.
That
Actually,
one-
It's
I
not.
now see what
it's
you
not-
mean, Chris.
Like,
It's not. It's not worth
No,
it.
The head of the movie.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, see what I mean?
It's not worth.
So, hello everybody, welcome to Crabby D&D and the mess that these guys cause. This is the Dawn Seekers. I am here with my players, Sudz. He is here.
He's somewhere.
Sudz.
Sudz?
Oh, my mic didn't unmute when I tried to unmute it. Hello.
Harlan.
Hello!
Sam.
Hello.
An absent and very eerie silence from Simon, because unfortunately, student accommodation internet will always be bad on the first few days, and then will eventually fix itself.
That
Infernal.
is internet.
And will.
Hello.
You don't get to be last this time, Infernal.
It is very frustrating.
I'll put you on the bottom of the list next time. No, I won't. I'll forget and I won't bother. Anyway. So, I am back with my players. The usual announcements. Nothing new to say. Thank you to Zenosa for the art that I am able to use each session, including Dippy and all of our usual friendly characters. There's Dippy right there for those who didn't get a good look at it last session. Thank you to Dungeon Painter Studio for allowing me to make proper maps that I can use on a regular basis to create interesting combat maps that all my players can see and use. Thank you to Incarnate.com for allowing me to make maps like these. Thank you to Tabletop Audio, especially for the audio that you have provided thus far through the campaign. The free service, go check them out. They are a very useful source for any wannabe DMs out there, or even if you're players wanting to give your DM a new tool to spice up their game. And I believe that is all. I don't think I've missed anybody. No, I haven't. So, let us begin. Last session, our party of adventurers, Sasha, Queglod, Elsyan, Bhold, Malcom and Ghaakt, hired the remainder of their staff, a cook and 2 bar hands. Angus piqued the party's interests and came with a surplus of eggs, while Fredor and Sheba both showed nimbleness, skill, and apt dedication to doing their part. After hiring and seeing the massive upturn in their popularity with the crafters, the party headed southward, towards the Enchanted Glade, sleeping several nights within Ghaakt's tiny hut. Upon arrival, Malcom yelled out something strange. Dippy. Shortly after, the party met Dippy, a large fey creature who controlled the Enchanted Glade itself. They were led for the rest of the day through the glade to the entrance of the valley, where they were met by an ancient stone dragon, who Malcom knew the name of, Gravelsnout, who led them through the valley, before Elsyan collapsed due to his current thoughts. Eventually, reaching the dragon sanctuary and meeting Orichi, Malcolm's father and brother to the queen. So, you are all quite happily asleep-ish, and Malcom, you're the first to wake. Obviously, you meet Bhold there. You speak to each other. You perform the act of calling Miadal and speaking to her, asking her various questions before you proceed to wait for the rest of the party. You aren't sure of what's going on, but as you're there, you hear what sounds to be sizzling from down the hallway of this strange house that you're in.
Sizzling?
Yeah. Almost like bacon or eggs cooking.
Oh.
Angus followed us.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. Alright, everybody, you would have taken a full rest, so make sure that you have recovered all your damage, anything you would have used, recover, and if you're suffering exhaustion, take 1 point of exhaustion away. Harlan, I believe you were suffering 1, so that shouldn't be a problem for you. But Bhold, you're suffering 2, so you should be back.
Does that get written anywhere, or...?
No, I needed to make an area for it, but for now it was just a matter of make sure you note it down.
Okay, no worries.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna change around some of my spells quickly.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, those who want to change spells, go ahead and do so. So, Malcom and Bhold, you're currently there in the main dining area, where you sat at the table before heading to your rooms, and you hear sizzling from down a hallway. Do you guys do anything?
I still out.
Are you cutting out or just talking quietly?
I still want to check it out.
Oh, you want to check it out, okay. You head down the hallway, Bhold, you going as well?
Yep.
Okay. You head down the hallway, and after a short way, you see there is a archway. Oh, darn it, I forgot to put repeat on again. Darn it! There we go.
It's a dramatic breakfast.
Turn the corner. There's Beggs and Aiken. Turning the corner, you do see Odorichi currently standing there with a metallic frying pan in hand with what looks to be bacon on the fryer, currently cooking it up. You see it there as so small portions of unleavened bread next to him. Ah, the two of you are up, I see. Good, excellent. Breakfast will be ready soon. If your friends are awake, you can all sit down together and eat.
Don't think the rest of them are awake yet. But you cook too?
Yes. Well, someone has to. I mean, I'm the only real humanoid around here.
See.
I haven't got a dragon's appetite, so I don't really eat the raw meat. I have to cook it myself, and so I have a stockpile. And he gestures to behind him. You can see there are a lot of dried meats currently hanging up on drying racks, seemingly making jerky.
See.
The diet here seems to be mostly consistent with meat.
That makes sense.
Meat.
Indeed. Anyway, if you want to go and sit down with your friends again when they wake up, I'll bring the food into you. I'm sure the smell of food will wake them up.
Okay.
You go and sit down, and you wait there, and sure enough, the smell of cooking meat and bacon does indeed wake the rest of you up. As you're all awake, you leave your rooms, you make sure you use the wash bowls to clean your face if you would use it, and you proceed to put on your armor, and you leave, making your way out into the hallway and the small dining area.
Is Elsyan conscious right now?
Yes, Elsyan is conscious.
Just checking.
Yeah. You wake up and you're in a stone house. You have no idea where you are or what's happened. Last you remember is you saw a large stone face. You walked down this kind of valley and you walked through a stone arch, and then you were just out.
What's going on here? I'm gonna start inspecting the room to see if like the door's locked or if there's any way out. Or I know. Just I'm gonna investigate the room.
Okay.
'Cause I have no idea what's going on. Obviously, I think I've been thrown in a prison cell.
Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation check. Okay. Even with the lower investigation check, the door is unlocked. The room looks relatively nice. It's too nice for a prison cell. You still have no idea where you are though.
Well then.
Sweden.
Did you just say Sweden?
He did indeed.
The most dangerous of all the dens.
The nicest prison cells.
They're exceedingly pleasant.
Full of quality furniture.
Yes.
Always missing a screw though. You have to build it yourself.
Build your own prison cell.
You walk in, what you get do is you just get locked in there and you just get given cardboard boxes full of fat pack furniture.
Damn it! They built a trap door into the garage again. Oh well.
So, as you
Broke out. By Swedish law, he is now a free man.
as you open the door,
Build your way out. You could.
As you open the door, you get the waft of bacon, and you can see the others. They've all gone out and they're all taking their seats around this around the a wooden table in the center with chairs placed all around it. Probably enough to house about 10 people or so.
I'm gonna go approach the others then.
Okay. You all watch as Elsyan sneaks out of his room past his door and slowly makes his way to you all.
Elsyan, you're away.
What's happened? Why? What's happened?
Malcolm's gonna explain where we are, and what's going on.
Okay. Go ahead and explain then.
Bad with words,
Don't care. Explain.
I'll do it.
jerk. Okay. So, we're in a place called the Dragon Sanctuary.
Okay.
The door didn't like you, so it zapped you and knocked you out.
Why would the door zap me?
Wait, are the rest of us here, or is it just you two?
Oh yeah, no, everybody is here at the table because nobody else has said anything, so I'm assuming everybody's coming out of their room and sitting down.
It's because you need to be a nicer person, Elsyan.
I am a nice person.
You tormented an old man right before his death.
Oh please, it was just a prank.
See?
Hi, Elsyan,
Yeah.
Elsyan, honey, you're awake. Here, I saved some jerky for you.
Now that sounds like the wrong kind of innuendo.
So what was all this about tormenting old folks?
It was a whole thing. I was more reckless, okay? That long time ago, that was probably about a month ago.
It was about a week.
No, it was definitely more than that. Come
Okay,
on.
2 weeks.
Actually,
At
Chris, how long
most.
would it have been in World?
In world, let me check my calendar. It would have been about seeing as it was before the harvest it was before the harvest festival, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was at least 3 weeks ago.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So I
Damn.
didn't catch
Just
that
short of a month.
Oh, I was forgetting how much time had passed between
whole-
the end of the
three-
festival and now.
So it was about 3 weeks ago. It was a different time. Tormenting people, it was the thing that you did.
And then the Pope turned evil and tried to kill everyone.
The Pope turns evil, tries to kill everyone, and then suddenly it's not cool to torment people.
It really makes you reflect on life.
Yeah. I don't intend to do it again, unless they really annoy me.
At which point, it's their own fault.
Exactly. Sasha, you understand? Oh no, right. So that's sarcasm, isn't it? Okay, I'm with
What are
you.
you talking about? I didn't say anything. That was Harlan speaking.
No.
I mean, yes, I would have said that sarcastically as Sasha, but I forgot to do my character voice.
No, that was Sasha. I don't care.
Right. Well, do we have any plans for today, or because I kind of wanted to go have a chat with some of the residents.
Who are the residents?
Dragons.
In Draconic, I'm going to say motherfucking dragon. Just big smile on the face.
Hey.
I don't understand whatever language it is you're speaking. Speak to me in any form of Elven, I can understand it, but anything else I
fine.
can't.
Dragon.
Oddly enough, dragon in
Dragon.
in Common and Draconic is the same word, so
Are they?
are they? I don't know, probably.
Are they, Chris?
Which
What?
one?
No,
is-
it's
is what-
Dover,
what?
oddly enough.
It's called Draconic.
Yeah, but that's the common name for it.
But bear in mind that German in Germany is called Deutsch, so it
Okay,
is dragon in Draconic the same sort of word.
There's probably a
Chris?
D in there somewhere.
Okay. I lost track of
Dragon,
conversation when you
dragon
said...
and draconic being the same word?
It's not the same word. It might be similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be the same way that hand is German.
Okay.
Never mind, ignore that.
Either way, it's possibly the same. Who can say? As you're all... As
You
you're all...
can. You're the DM.
I can, I know. And I'm saying leave it.
Sorry.
As you... As you're all sat there, some of you have already tucked into your bacon. You watch Elsyan, seeing as you're the last one out, you watch as a bright red tiefling with like pushback horns, dark red hair, currently walks out in a what looks to be just a white, just regular apron. Has a few splatters on it, and currently carrying a frying pan with some sizzling bacon in it, and goes, you're awake. Good. I heard from Gravel Snout about you. Is everything okay? And he he slides the bacon onto your plate.
I think everything's okay. I'm a little confused at what's gone on.
Well, the issue was more a matter of you have some darker secrets, some eviler thoughts, shall we say, and it attracted the
calling-
trial's attention.
So you're calling me evil?
The
I
trial
will.
doesn't lie.
Well, okay. Just because Elsyan is bad guy doesn't make Elsyan bad guy.
Possessed.
Okay?
No, the
Again,
fact that
it
you're a
is each
dick
per-
makes
it is
you a
each
bad
person-
guy.
Shut up, Sasha!
It is each person's different preference on the matter, but regardless, it is still of concern. You'll
The
The
get
door
to
sees
know.
all, Elsyan. You can't lie to the door.
Indeed.
The door sees all. The door knows all. The door
Doors can't
is-
lie.
Maybe you could figure out where your brain cells have gone, Sasha.
I'll show you brain cells in a minute. At the end of my bloody hammer. How
I
about
see you try, dwarf.
you wanna go? You wanna go? No, I'm kidding.
Right here, right now, that's not a good idea. We're guests here.
Right. Just be nice and don't
Always
piss off
nice.
the dragons.
I'm an arsehole, I'm not an idiot.
That is why the door
Debatable.
stopped you. Did anybody else want more bacon?
Yes,
I would
please.
love some. If it's spare, I mean, I'm not going to take it from it.
No, that's perfectly fine. We get plenty of meat each day, so I'll go ahead and grab some for you.
You should try some Elsyan. It's seasoned with peppercorn.
I would also like you guys to officially meet my father. Literally.
Oh shit!
Oh,
He
where
turns.
is he?
He turns around and waves. Just
Oh.
proceeds to walk back down the
Oh.
hallway, carrying the frying pan.
Well,
Well,
fuck me sideways. That is, well, huh? I'll be honest. I don't
I
know
don't
about.
know
I
what I
thought,
expected.
yeah, like I kind of just thought tieflings just sort of sprung up from the ground.
I thought the same thing about dwarves.
Yeah, common
Dwarves-
misconception. Seems to,
Dwarves don't. Man, the education
Oh.
system in the Elven Kingdoms needs to change.
okay.
Man, it's just plain racist at this point.
I think I need to double check something. Question: elves, do you or do you not fall out of trees?
Well, we fall
Like
out
as
of
in,
trees.
like you grow on the tree and then you fall out like an
Ah,
apple.
no,
Are
we
you the
fall out of
literally-
trees like any other race by climbing it and falling down and then breaking our
Ah,
legs. when we
right.
Are
jump.
you literally
right.
the fruit of the earth?
What, the elves or the dwarves?
The elves.
The elves.
The elves are... No, we're not. Well, we are, of course. We're perfect in every way. But no, like every other race, we have my parents. Wait a minute, you guys know I have parents! Like normal.
Well,
I've
yes,
told you
we
this.
don't know how that works. You might be adopted.
I thought it was just a thing you guys do.
Might have been built in some sort of weird cauldron tube.
Yeah, I always.
Okay, not all elves are magical, okay? That's also a common misconception.
Actually, no, that's actually correct. All elves have innate magic.
No, Chris, let me run with this. Let me run with this, okay? Not all elves are magical.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. No.
Yes,
What
they
you're forgetting-
are.
What you're forgetting is that there are those elves that are humans. And they're second-class citizens.
Hey,
Yes, humans are elves, obviously. Come on, else you can cover up your tracks. You fucked up. Come on.
Well,
guys,
I mean,
I'm
to
not
be
starting-
fair-
I don't know about this Elsyan character. He seems kind of bad for publicity, you know.
Maybe a little, but we're kind of stuck with him. It's
Indeed,
one of
mate.
it's one of those contractual silent partner deals.
I don't tend to talk to the people.
Except he's not so silent as silent as we'd like.
Why do you
Odorichi
keep
comes
acting
back.
like you talk for the entire party, Sasha?
Because it's better than letting you speak for yourself.
At this point, Odorichi comes back. He brings up more bacon, passes it to you, Bhold, and to you, Ghaakt, and
Oh,
you have another plateful. How about
Does he
any
also
others?
hand some to me?
Oh yeah,
'Cause
you
I
you asked as well, didn't you? Yeah, so you get
Yes.
some.
Yay, bacon! Just Sasha immediately just starts blanking Elsyan and just starts bacon.
I'm just currently busy eating arachnids.
Seeing as you've probably got several days ahead of you, journeying and so on, I've wrapped you up a small package of food and rations, which you'll be able to take with you.
Ooh.
I hope that's okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that works for me. Quick question: do you have any baby paintings of little Malcom here?
I don't know. I barely knew him, in fact.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Let's see. When Malcom was born, his mother unfortunately didn't survive the event.
Oh, that's terrible.
As a result of this, I don't know. I felt lost. I asked my sister for help, and she decreed that I should go about my business and that she would take care of him. She passed him on to the Centaur clans, the ones in the western lands of the deep savannas. He lived with them, he was raised with them, and eventually he returned to the Barren Lands, becoming one of the many druids under the Queen's protection.
Oh shit.
As a
Give me a
result
second.
of this, I never got a chance to see Malcom. He very much was my son, but I'm not necessarily allowed to return home so frequently. As a result, I've been distant, unfortunately, but it's what happens sometimes. But he's grown. He's grown into a man. He places his shoulder on, or his hand on Malcolm's shoulder. And I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
One day he too will learn to fill his grandfather's shoes.
Well, his grandfather?
Yes. Oh, I guess you haven't told them yet, Malcolm.
No.
Told us what?
If you want, you can probably explain it better than me.
You watch as he takes off a ring off of his ring finger and places it in front of Malcolm. This is yours now, Prince of the Barren Lands. And he puts the frying pan over his shoulder and walks out.
Sasha's just there like, what? No. What? No. What? Just continuously for a good 5 minutes.
Don't you want to have a ceremony? I can provide music.
Sorry. Prince?
Yes, his sister he was talking about is the current queen of the Baron.
Well.
Hey there, Malcolm. How are you, buddy?
Huh.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
So it's just an Elsyan thing. It's being a dickhead. Okay, got it. Not just a royalty thing. Okay, that's nice. Okay.
Oh, come on, you knew it was an Elsyan thing in the first place.
Okay, yes, that's true. Right. Does this change anything? Do we have to call you Your Highness now? Because I'm not going to do that.
Before last night, I had no idea this was a thing, so changes nothing.
Cool. What the fuck, though? I swear I read this in one of those novels that Behold's got hidden away.
Which ones?
Oh, you know
The
the
sticky
one.
pages?
Yeah, the very crusty on some of them.
The
One of them
Illithid and the
was
Lord
sacked
would be
the
the
other
one
day.
you're looking for.
Oh.
Or the Orc and the Princess, whichever one you're thinking of.
No, the Princess Orc.
The Orc and the Princess was Malcolm's one. Behold has the Illithid and the Lord.
Yeah,
Wow.
the rest of the ones are currently in the bag still.
Right, well, something went. Well, I read one of them. Is what I'm pretending to have happened. Well, any other weirdest shit revelations? Anyone?
My mother was an assistant to a god.
We already got that one. Don't. Did we? I swear we already
Did you
got
get
that
that in
one.
character? I've been racking my brain trying to figure out.
In character, you did say that your mother has a darker secret which you've discovered. So.
Never said what.
And I
Never
just
said
revealed it. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that why she's such a?
Bitch.
What's the word I'm
Yes.
looking? That was the word I was thinking of, but she's still your mother. I don't know whether I'm allowed to.
No. You're not. She's barely a person. Less of a person than I consider you, Sasha. So, very not. A person.
Oh shit. That's wild. Jesus.
Who is this Jesus you keep talking about?
As time goes on, there's a shout from the kitchen. Does anyone want more bacon?
Yeah,
Can I roll to see like how full I am of bacon?
Roll a Constitution saving throw. With advantage because you're a dwarf.
I don't know whether high is good or bad.
Yeah,
Well,
you're fine.
it's a 20.
You'd be able
Bring
to
it
you
in!
can have more if you
Bring
want.
it in. Just keep up a conveyor belt. Just keep it coming. Sasha's here for bacon. Need the bacon to get over all the, mind-shatteringly weird shit going on here. So.
But
we've-
Infernal, could I just do a quick sound test because you've said basically nothing.
Hello?
Okay, there we go.
Hello?
Hopefully that should be good enough.
Cucumber.
I thought you were being oddly quiet.
Cucumber.
Exactly.
Malcolm, you don't suppose your dad knows how to cook anything other than bacon? I feel my taste. It means good at first, but I feel like my taste buds are dying. Throat is on
How
fire from all the pepper
fucking
jack.
dare you?
Just get a mushroom or a stick of lettuce. Celery.
I find it pretty hard to possibly get here, maybe.
Maybe.
How about some grass? Just grass.
I'm pretty sure there was grass outside, right?
Yeah, there's grass outside the cave, yeah.
Is he actually going to get grass?
No, if you want grass, you have to go get it outside the cave.
I don't want grass. Never mind. You know what? I've had sleep recently, and I'm not used to it. Okay.
A lot of sleep. You really needed it, hun.
He comes
No,
back,
no, I
places
don't
more bacon on your
Need
plate.
that beauty sleep.
Elves don't sleep. It's
He's right.
weird.
He got all that sleep and he still came out really cranky.
I came out more cranky because of the sleep.
You weren't asleep, you were unconscious. There's a very big difference.
Is there though?
It shuts
Sort
off
of.
different parts of the brain.
Is there though?
Yes.
Yes.
So, as you're there, Odorichi comes back with the last amount of bacon and goes, well, there you go, Sasha.
Thanking you. Right. So you're like prince then, or he's the prince? What's like the system there?
So, the way the system usually works, let me put it this way. When someone in the family
just a
is...
second, I'm being...
You're being called. Oh, no. Okay. Before he explains that, then, he's going to say, Malcom, if you wanted to, we can start the process of getting your first Drake underway, if you wanted to. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll be outside when we're done here. And I believe with a few of you, if any of you have any questions to ask myself or Greville Snout, you're welcome to do so. We won't be babysitting just yet. Young ones should all be asleep at this time of day.
Right there,
Pretty
children.
sure Sasha.
Oh no!
Baby
Yes,
drag-
baby dragons.
Don't slap the.
Oh
children,
yeah, that's
Elsyan.
right.
Don't
You
slap
were
the
knocked
dragons
out
if they
when we
pester you.
came.
Yes. Has this just crossed your mind, Malcolm?
Again, yes.
Yes, there are a few areas which we can't let you enter, and the guard drakes will act as such to prevent your entry, so don't try and force
Okay.
your way in if a
I'm
guard
back.
drake growls at you.
Every now and again, Malcolm remembers Elsyan getting knocked out and it brings a smile to his face.
Question. The guard
Okay,
drake.
can I insight like all the little smiles on his faces that he's getting?
Go ahead!
You didn't
Make-
intuit
but
his joy.
make-
And
Over
make a
there.
deception make a deception check on your part, Ghaakt.
A deception.
Wait, on my part.
On
Oh,
whoever's doing all the smiling. So that would be.
I guess it has to. I guess it was supposed to be me.
Oh, if it's supposed to be you, then make a deception check, Malcolm.
Beat a 21.
Beat a 21. Well, no, that's. Oh yeah, your insights. Yeah.
Yeah, my insights.
I
are
don't know
massive,
why I had to do that. I had no parts in it.
He's not trying to deceive anyone. He was just.
I mean, Ghaakt hasn't been around enough to take joy in Elsyan's suffering.
Exactly.
You don't worry. Give it like another session.
Question.
Anyway.
Go on, Sasha.
The guard drakes. Are they okay with like being petted, or is it sort of like a working service?
You'd be petting their barding, their armor, if you wanted to pet them. They're fully armored drakes, heavy plate.
Well, would they appreciate it, do you think?
They're mostly on duty. I'd say it's best to keep your hands away, just in case they see you as a threat.
That's fair.
They might bite off your hands, and then I will laugh.
But with what was your question again, Sasha?
Oh yes. Are we supposed to refer to you as Your Highness, Your Majesty, or something like that? Or
no, my sister is the one who is part of the Barren Lands, the Queen. The way it traditionally works is down the royal line are my parents and my grandparent. They would typically only have one child. That singular child would then be the one who claims the heir to the throne, and having one child thereafter. Generally, having more than two children meant that it divided the power. It meant that the original bond with the draconic bond from one person to another was weakened. So, frankly, when myself and my sister were born, being twins, my sister inherited the power to control a dragon. Being chosen by one, she inherited the royal bloodline. This isn't the first occasion. I think it was our great-great-grandfather. My great-great-grandfather was one of two as well. And the way the royal line continues is strange. One of the siblings will maintain the throne, holding its position, becoming the new ruler. Then the other sibling, the one who didn't inherit the throne, will have the child who bears the throne the next time around. My sister believed it may have been a one-off from the previous generations. She was inherent on keeping Malcom away from dragons as best possible. But dragons found their way to him. After I heard a red dragon had attacked his home, I tried to get in contact again. My sister wouldn't have it. She made sure that Malcom was safe, but it wasn't a pretty scene afterwards. As a result of this, his interest in first encounter with the dragon was a terrifying one. But here he is, still pursuing dragons as they are.
Okay, well that's cool. So
No, don't refer to myself as your Royal Highness. I may be bloodline, but I am not an official heir to the throne.
Right.
And I will leave what you call my son to your choice. The one thing I will say, Malcom, you don't have to stick with your real name. You can choose your own virtue name when you see fit.
Do I understand what this means?
Yeah. Much like how the Queen of the Barren Lands has a real name, she is called Queen for the purpose, not as a title, as her virtue name.
Bit of a snobbish virtue name.
A virtue name is something you either earn from a great task, or it is something that you are given as a nickname due to the way you are. I believe, Bhold, you've encountered one known as Knight. N-I-G-H-T, a tiefling that you met previously in the Undercity.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and he was called that because he was a dark as night, purple-black tiefling who made basically no noise when he walked.
It was very disconcerting. Well, okay, that's good to know. That does raise a question. What if the queen has a kid?
She does. She has a daughter. She took more of an interest in elementals than dragons, and she didn't hear the calling. She was mildly frustrated. She had her child before I had mine. And, well, let's just say she developed her skills, and she didn't get a calling from a dragon, so she rejected her side of the lineage. Speaking to some of her friends, she realized that she was not destined to be the next heir. She didn't take it negatively. She simply stopped her mother from oppressing her to becoming the next princess.
Okay, so so that we're not gonna like get any like backlash from either of them over keeping Malcom safe.
The queen might be a little bit more unhappy with the matter, seeing as she would like her daughter to be the next queen. But I believe Malcom has Magmir's aid and side in the matter. Magmir being the queen's red dragon.
Oh.
He believes the tradition lies true. I have spoken to him on occasion behind the queen's back. Whether he has spoken to her, I do not know. But I have spoken to him relatively recently, and he has mentioned that I was to be expecting you. Apparently he had sent some individuals to tell you to head to my general location.
Cool. Final question, not so related to the whole royalty thing. Are there any red dragons around these parts, and would they have information on other less pleasant red dragons in the Empire?
We have, in the Dragon Sanctuary, we have 2 red dragon hatchlings. They're young. I believe they hatched maybe a year or so ago. They are still young, they are still growing, and their parent will be coming to collect them in probably about 10 years or so.
Right. Okay.
But
well,
those are the only red dragon hatchlings we know of. If you speak of those that live in Ankathun...
Yup.
I see.
I bear no ill will to dragons in general. I am a worshipper of a Turan. Frankly, I love dragons. But there was one that killed my entire family, and I am going to hunt them down. And I believe that they are in Ark Athun. Is that how I pronounce that?
Yes. I see. The one who lives in Ark Athun is Origatho.
Origatho.
The Scorching Coal.
Right.
He is a prideful dragon. He lives a rule of tyranny, controlling kobolds, half-dragons, drakes, and other red dragons under his command. He is dangerous, harassing those of the northern portions of the Empire, regularly attacking the white dragons of the north and the dragon knights also. Backed by this tyrannical rule, he gets away with it, and no one has managed to dethrone him since.
Right. I'm imagining
if you have encountered any of his brood, then it is very possible that he is the one that orchestrated any ill will that ended up heading your way.
Well, Is there any chance that the dragons under his sway are not necessarily evil themselves, or are
No,
they like as
they are
no, they're
all under his influence, including some of the more dangerous things that they have done.
right? So, if I were to this may sound presumptuous, but if I were to find a way to deal with him, would the others fight me, or would they?
They would attempt to
leave?
kill you, yes.
Well, doesn't that
Those
make that fun?
Those under his thumb, though, may be willing to rebel, but it is dangerous to say the least. Amongst his ranks, he has fire giants.
Fire giants?
They, too, used to live there. In the days of old, back before I'd officially joined the Empire as a portion of their caretaker, before I had met Gravel-Snout in person, before this sanctuary had been fully set up, he fought alongside the fire giants, forming a pact, killing the storm giants that reigned in the northern regions of the mountains, in the Urgat Mountains before that time. He slaughtered them. With the aid of the fire giants, he gave them their portion of the land and claimed the fortress as his own, charring it and creating these charred storm fronts. With this, he harassed the nearby towns, attacking them yearly, very regularly. Sometimes he sent scouts this way, heading further to the western borders and the southern sides of the mountain ranges, using the peaks and the cloud cover to hide his approach and his brood's approach. He has an arrogant son, Nutar. He is not as nearly as dangerous, but he is very willing to kill at any given moment.
Harlan disconnect.
Aww. Boo.
So sorry, I had a bit of lag there.
That's fine. You disconnected from tabletop. How much of that did you miss?
About the bit where the fire with the help of the fire giants.
With the help of the fire giants, he slaughtered the storm giants that used to live there. And then he distributed the land among the fire giants and his own rule. He now oppresses them, attacks the local area annually, and sends dragons to the west and the southern regions of the mountains, using the high peaks and the cloud cover to hide his approach. He has an arrogant son by the name of Nutar. He is frankly dangerous, and has often visited Mount Volgrim and proceeded to do something. I'm not sure what, but every 3 or 4 years now he heads to Mount Volgrim and performs some form of ritual almost, absorbing the power of the old volcano.
Is there anything you can think of that would disrupt that?
Not that I can tell, no. We know nothing of it. All we know is that he travels by escort. One large adult dragon among a horde of maybe 20 to 50 wyverns and their riders.
How long has it been since the last time he did it?
It's been about 3 years now. He will return, if I had to hazard a guess, probably just before next winter, in about a year's time.
Right.
He arrives usually around the Festival of the Empire, the Harvesters Festival.
Right. Thank you for this information. It may be an impolite subject, but is there anyone? Does he have any weaknesses that could be exploited?
Nutar or Orogatho?
Either at least would be a weakening of Orogatho and his unpleasant regime.
Nutar, we know a little bit more about. He's arrogant, to say the least. If you wound his pride, he will most likely challenge you and attempt to kill you. But if you can offer him something, he will happily take you home as a gift. A tribute. But he also likes war stories. Attack him with a great or grand army, and he will choose to attempt to slay it rather than run. He is no coward. That pride will wound him. Orogatho is cautious and has hundreds of years of experience under his belt. Very much knowing when to strike and when to move, he is notorious. He has a massive luxury for gold, though. It has been said that people have attempted to kill him in the past, hunters, particularly powerful ones. It's said that they get close before they find the hordes of thousands of platinum pieces. Caught in the shine and the luxury of this, or determined to fight him, he uses the dance and the curse of that shredded gold to weaken his foes. To fight him in his home will be a death sentence. To draw him out, I would say anything of value, extreme value, would serve him well.
Thank you for this information. Well, at least I can put a name to the one ultimately responsible for
Possible.
my misfortune, let's call it for now.
There are, from what we have heard from dragons who visit here on a regular basis, we have heard tales that Orogatho has proceeded to find allies elsewhere. We're not entirely sure where or how, but apparently someone with a powerful intention has chosen to either control Orogatho or tempt him into an alliance.
I'm just gonna stare at Elsyan and say, oh, she better not have.
We are unaware of the
Just like-
details, but that is all we know, and it is only rumors. Words speaking from the white dragons that hail from the north. Apparently they are having more rogues each day as well. You best watch yourself. Not every white dragon is friendly these days.
No.
I did have a question for you.
Hmm?
Have you heard of a black dragon in the mountain?
We've heard reports of strange movements and sightings, but nothing more. We have sent some of our wyverns to scout the area, but we have found nothing. We've seen very little. The only scouting we got of something was what looked to be a small band of adventurers traveling through the mountain range.
Unfortunate.
Anyway, if you wish to speak to me further, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, let us begin your Drake ceremony. Okay. Does anybody else wish to do anything before we get this underway?
No, I'm cool for this. Just, planning the death of Orogatho.
Alright, so, seeing as none of you want to do anything, you go outside of the cave, leaving your leaving the humble abode that you were previously resting in. You go outside and it's a lovely day. The sun is out. You see a large portion of baby dragons currently in a large bundle over in one corner. You see Gravel Snout sat there and he's currently looking like he's about to doze off, but he's trying to keep his eyes open. You see a large array of guard drakes, fully armoured, currently sat around waiting, just plodding along. And you watch as Orogatho walks out, he snaps his fingers, and you watch as he begins to transform into that of the large ancient red dragon. Hop on.
I fly to get on. Yep.
Okay. You cast...
Wait, Is that good for all of us, or is that just him?
Of course. You all want to watch the ceremony, you're welcome to join.
Oh, I definitely love to. I'm super cool with this.
Is anybody
Just
not?
hopping right. Time to ride Malcolm's dad.
Hey!
This
We
raises
shall all ride Malcolm's dad.
Sasha, why do you have to make it weird?
He does laugh a little at that before he like sweeps you. Does anybody not want to go with? Nope. Okay. You all travel on Odorichi's back. You fly up, and as you begin to soar through the air, you watch as he proceeds to land in a what looks to be a circle of stones, large upright stones that have been placed there. And as he lands, he goes, "Ah, this is the place." He begins to kind of morph back into his regular form. You all hop off or expelled off if you didn't get off fast enough. You still have the scale that I gave you last night, Malcolm?
Yes, I'd take it out the bag.
If you want to place it in the center there. And he points to a small stone that's kind of placed in the center.
Do so.
As you place it in the center, you feel the energy from it begin to vibrate as it hovers in the air. And alright, it has begun. Do you have a sharp implement on you?
Yes, I take out the... Actually,
Oh,
you
you just need...
battle axe.
I got an arrow, so I can cut myself with that.
That works. Just a finger prick.
Take out the arrow and I poke myself on the finger with it.
Okay. You begin to bleed as the blood begins to travel down your finger. The instantaneous sharp pain fades along with it. If you drop the blood on top of the scale itself.
Do so.
As you place it on, you watch as the blood hits the outside of the scale and begins to like drain around the outside of it. Arachne's currently watching almost in awe with this, and you watch as the scale begins to grow. And over the next 2 hours, as Odorichi begins to chant and you begin to feel the energy of it, you watch as the scale transforms into that of a crystal drake, which I believe I have the tile for here. What do you wish to call your first drake?
Okay, first, is it male or female?
Let's see. It is female.
Aurum. Yes.
How are you spelling that?
A-U-R-M.
A-U-R-M. Okay. Aurum. As the drake forms, it kind of sits there. By the way, it's a babby drake. It will grow over the next 2 days into a fully grown drake, because drakes grow quickly to accommodate their master. You've currently got this baby drake currently just sat there in front of you, its tail wagging behind it.
It's so
Are we allowed to talk now, or is it like a...
You're welcome to talk whenever you want. At this point, you hear what sounds to be a little bit of like yelping, and as you look around, you see a large portion of the baby dragons have woken up, and they're currently tackling Gravel Snout. As they're all just flying at him, and he seems to be overwhelmed almost, and you kind of see him doing the gesture to tap out, and Odorichi kind of transforms into the Ancient Red Dragon and flies over. I'll leave you two to it, you lot to it. If you wish to leave, you're welcome to do so. You know where the exit is. If you have any further questions, come and ask.
I'm gonna go over and start like playing around with the dragonlings, if that's okay.
Okay. You run over. It takes you a good 2 minutes to run over there because you're not moving by dragonflight.
I'm coming.
You're panting. Doors are very good over short distance.
And I want to pet dragons.
And as you get over there, some of the dragonlings do see you. Let's see which colours notice you.
I'll be right over there, Sasha. Just gotta ask some questions.
Well, you got to go over there to ask questions, unless you were talking
I was
to
gonna
party
ask
members.
I was gonna ask questions of Malcolm.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the following colours notice you. A blue one and a green one both notice you as they look over and they kind of poke their head up, and they both see you running over, and the blue one just begins like running towards you almost. And as this happens, are you just embracing the rugby tackle?
I'm embracing the rugby,
Okay.
rugby tackle.
Make a strength saving throw then, please. Okay. Being playful still. What's the total of that, by the way?
That comes to a 19.
Okay. Being playful still, you still take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you're rammed by a hatchling as it charges into you and you just hit the ground. It begins to lick your face, and as this happens, you feel like small electrical discharges traveling into your face as it begins to fall ever so slightly numb and tingly. The other
I'm fine with this.
The other green
I'm
one walks
completely
over and it begins to like gnaw on your armor, and there's like a vein of poison that travels through you, but due to your natural resistance, you're fine.
No biting.
Maybe this
Yo,
is not a
this
good
is the
idea for
best.
Bhold.
As you,
Yes, the best.
yeah, you say it in Draconic, and the two of them kind of look, and they begin to play and almost like dance around you, jumping and all that. Eventually, a few of the other ones notice, and Odorichi and Gravel Snout are relatively pleased with all this, as the rest of you are all over with the rest of the party.
I'll still like playing around with them. I'll start like moving towards Odorichi.
Okay.
Because
As you do
I've
that,
got-
Ghaakt, what did you want to ask?
So Malcolm, your dad can turn into a dragon?
Yes.
You figure you'll be able to do that at some point?
Maybe. I don't know. Possibly.
Well, if that's the case, I think our prospects look pretty good then.
Why is that?
You should be able to turn into a dragon.
I
Don't know about you, but that seems like a pretty good boon, my man.
Durgan.
Either way, at least you got this little guy to help you along before then. I don't know, can I pet this Windrake? Can I pet?
Yeah, you can pet the baby Drake. Go ahead and make a animal handling check.
Yeah.
like 90% of this session is going to be petting.
Petting baby dragons. Yeah.
Welcome to the petting zoo portion of the campaign.
Okay.
It's a 13 plus. That's 4. That's 12 because I have -1.
Okay. As you begin to pet Aurum, and Aurum seems like happy with the positive reinforcement and is very much excited to learn of its new master and its proper owner as to who it is bonded with. Seems to be very much bouncing around and...
Sweet baby.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go dive into the cuddle puddle over there. You have fun with your wind. You have fun with your wind, Drake. Malcolm.
It's
Malcolm.
not wind. Crystal.
It's Crystal.
Crystal Drake.
Windshake is
wing.
from Monster
Drakes
Hunter.
can't fly, right?
I said wing, not wind.
Oh, wing.
Have fun with your. Have fun with your Drake, Malcolm.
Yeah,
And
Drake...
drakes fly?
No, drakes can't fly.
Okay.
They can't grow wings.
Alright.
Only dragons can.
I was gonna do something bad.
Throw
You're
it.
gonna throw it.
No.
We immediately thought the same thing, Sam. He was going to throw it.
Behold, don't you dare use that thing as that sweet precious child as a hang glider.
Doesn't have wings.
Exactly. Don't do it.
Okay. Is there any of the rest of you want to do anything before we get back to Harlan?
Besides for walk over there now.
I'm gonna walk over towards just to make sure they're not gonna do anything that's gonna possibly get me killed.
No. As you're going, though, a lot of the drakes are currently looking at you, with the exception of Aurum, who is currently being carried by Malcom.
They're looking at me. How
Yes.
are they looking at me? Are they looking at me friendly?
They're
or,
cautious.
like-
They're standing. They're doing their standing guard, but they don't necessarily want to interact with you. It's like when there's that suspicious guy in your retail center, and all of the employees are currently like watching them from a distance, and then the moment they act, everyone's just gonna pounce them. It's that.
Don't do something stupid. You will die.
But Elsyan exists on doing something stupid.
Exactly.
Probably not the best idea to do it now. I promise you can have extra things that you can do to Sasha if you can control yourself.
I'm not a pet that you can just wave treats in front of to make me behave.
I
Yes,
will
you
even help.
are. Let's not pretend here. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Nice shiny new tailcoat here.
Let's be honest, Elsyan, at this point, the newly born Crystal Drake is more house trained than you are at this point.
Hey. Elsyan knows where to go to the toilet, okay?
Are you sure about that?
Yes! He is a noble!
I think this requires a roll.
No!
No, it's fine.
I've been
Because he
brought up-
doesn't know.
No, Elsyan does know.
We know.
That's just
Highest
fine.
fucking intelligence in the party. Fuck you.
Technically
By
drawn
all
for
of you?
highest, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Still, the point still stands.
I know, we know.
Queglod at this point
God.
like approaches you, Malcolm, and kind of has her arms out as if to try and take Aurum, who's about the size of her.
Sure, but keep an eye on her.
She takes Aurum as best she can. There's like a as you put Aurum in her arms. She's heavy because she's kind of got a crystal scales, but she manages to hold Aurum as best she can, and Felipe kind of introduces himself a bit. A little bit curious on who this newborn Drake is and if they're welcome to the party. During this all, by the way, Featherwing seems a little bit distant.
No, not Featherwing. Alright. Gotta have a talk with Featherwing.
Okay. We'll go back to Sasha
Second-
first, real quick. Oh,
Second child syndrome or something.
so Sasha, what did you want to speak to Odorichi about?
Odorichi, can he only do like one of those drakes, or is it like every dragon scale he bleeds on is gonna make a new one, or what?
He can make as many of them as he wants. The only issue is that each time he makes another Drake, the duration or the time to actually create the Drake is times by 4. That took 2 hours. The next one will take 8, and the one after that will take 32 hours. And after which, maintaining concentration for more than a couple of days is difficult, so 3 is generally the limit. Also, his dragon, who gave him the scale, is kind of incubating at the moment.
Only he can make dragons?
But wait, I have scale.
Yeah, we have so many scales.
Yeah, but they aren't willingly given.
All right.
They have to be willingly given by the dragon, and the dragon has to be alive.
Yeah.
They're specially given in the intent of making a Drake, which then requires the person who will bind to its blood, and a ritual performed by an individual capable of making Drake. Usually, it would be the dragon itself that performs the ritual, but in this case, it's not present. Therefore, Odorichi had to stand in.
See.
Can only Malcom make dragons?
Right.
No, not entirely. Any of you could, but you need to find a dragon that will happily part scales with you. And most dragons are very prideful of their scales. The gravel snout here can't make drakes because his scales are a little bit different. He kind of sheds drakes, but they don't have an owner.
Well, that's interesting. Can I speak to you alone for just a second?
Who's
If
this aimed
that's
at?
all right. This is aimed at Odorichi.
Okay.
I
can do. Gravel snout, think you can handle the kids? I'll try. And at this point, he watches all the dragons just leap off Odorichi and tackle him again. And tackle Gravel snout to the ground.
Ghaakt, help him as best you can.
I'll try. They're currently chewing on my dreads.
Oh no.
They are indeed as you're being tackled. None of the dragons seem to have much of an interest in you, Malcom. Probably because you're carrying a newborn drake. So they seem to not want to get involved. They've been told not to pet the puppy too hard. None of them are interested in you, Elsyan. All of them seem to attempt to keep away from you, with the exception of one black dragon that's currently sat on its own looking at you. It seems to be older than all of the hatchlings.
I'm going to. Can I incite this black dragon?
Go ahead.
Then there's Elsyan.
With a +6.
+6.
Yes.
You get the impression that it sees itself as higher than you.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Of course.
It may be a baby, but it's still destined for greatness.
Oh, it's not. It's a young dragon. This one is at least 10 years old.
Ah.
So, of course, Elsyan sees this as definitely a challenge.
I think it's
You're
10
getting-
years.
Denied.
You got spoke down to by Shadow Spire the Dragon here.
Spyro the Dragon's edgy brother.
He knows how to say
Don't
the
even
bad
know how
word.
to challenge a dragon and like how fancy we are.
Dragon chest.
He knows how to say all the bad words like crap.
Oh my god,
and
Infernal, that's a
damn.
brilliant idea. I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out the dragon chest set,
You're gonna go over and set it out?
set it out in front of this dragon.
Okay. I'm gonna see if any of the younglings take notice of this.
Do they all know how to play
Okay.
dragon chest?
As this is all going on, one of the dragons, looks to be a gold dragon, like hatchling, plods over and just sits next to the dragon chest set and just pinches one of the pieces before running off.
Well, that's just rude.
You watch as the large, or the young black dragon sits there, kind of looks down at it, kind of snorts out a little bit. You see this like puff rise out from it, and you get it smells of acid as it stands up, goes over and picks up the gold dragon by the scruff of its neck, brings it back over, sits it down and slaps it on the back of the head with its tail. The piece falls out of its mouth, hits the ground. The
I
young
like this
gold
dragon.
dragon runs off.
I like this this black dragon. I like him.
It
For your
picks...
information, I could have beaten you with one less piece.
he picks up the piece, gives it a little bit of a shake and wipe on the grass, and sets it back down on the table. Okay. Go ahead and make an intelligence check then, please. Just a regular check.
Fucking playing chess.
This is
with a
gonna
dragon.
be fucking beautiful.
You're at a disadvantage. He's
Battle.
actually a dragon.
Hmm. I'm at
That,
this,
however, is a very good start. And as you go through, you think, okay, traditional tactics won't work here. Let's experiment a bit. And as you begin to use the pieces and place them out, you see that he is following the same defense you would usually use. One that's a very good and very well-known opener. But as you begin to place pieces, you begin to kind of set up in a way that's more defensive against that kind of tactic, the opening tactic, leaving it more at a stalemate during the middle phase of the game. Go ahead and make another roll for me, please.
Yes.
Okay, nice. You beat him again as he proceeds to try and move more of an offensive gesture. You do manage to snag a piece or two there, making favourable trades. Not the greatest of accomplishments, but you have managed to score a win on him this time, taking a few more of the pieces. Go ahead and make another check for me, please.
You roll a 1, he just acids the entire board.
What's the total?
That will be it's intelligence, so that will be 11.
11. Oh no, this is with your dragon chest. You're proficient with it, so
Oh, but right, yes. So that's
Plus 7?
Yeah, so it'll be 14.
Okay, you're both tied again. As you begin to exchange pieces here and there. You have a slight edge having more pieces, but he doesn't seem to mind all that much. You get the sense he's plotting something.
Annihilation.
Go ahead.
To quote the
Actually
great
gonna lose
Admiral Akbar, it's a trap.
Yeah, not wrong. Okay.
I fell right into it.
Yeah. As you begin to do this and you kind of set it out, you look at the board and you realize, oh, I see what he's done, and it's one turn too late. You watch as he takes one of your prime pieces and sets it up with one of his lesser pieces. He takes the piece, places it to the side, and he kind of grins at you. Go ahead and make another roll.
Bhold's watching this game even though he has no clue what the fuck's happening.
Yeah, you've gathered a small crowd of what looks to be some of the other dragonlings, but they're keeping a fair distance.
Yes.
Okay, what's the total of that? That is +7. So yeah, as he begins to kind of move forward and advance, very much knowing that you're not going to be able to play the defensive game, you quickly switch your strategy, overcoming his defenses and taking out his pieces one by one. You begin to nullify some of his more stronger ones, isolating one strong unit and keeping it away from the rest of your units. Go ahead and make one final roll. Oh no. Rollo! Rollo! Come on! You can do it! Oh, something happened.
What?
You're gonna have to reroll. Somebody
You
pressed the
need to
button.
reroll.
Yeah.
I think I pressed FOA while doing
Ah,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have
Oh,
to
you
roll?
Yeah,
Yes.
just reroll, yeah. Yeah, because it did something weird. Oh. Alright, well, my total came to a 6. So as you separate his piece off, he realizes he can't move it without sacrificing it. You get to a point where he kind of looks down at the board. Let's see if he's angry at this or if he's happy with it. Okay. He's mediocre. He takes the loss and he kind of nods, and you watch as he begins to set up the pieces again.
Next time on Rolling Dice.
Very well.
Okay.
I'll
What's
continue
a
playing
reroll?
Dragon chess with him.
So, you begin to play Dragon Chess with him again, going through the next few rounds. You suffer a loss, you gain a few wins, you kind of move back and forth, both roughly gaining the same ground and having different methods and kind of overcoming each other's strategies. He seems to be more of a proud dragon to you and more of a... Okay, so you're a fellow noble.
He knows his worth.
Yeah. While this is all going on, does anybody wish to do anything?
And I look for a bulky dragon.
Okay.
Behold, don't
Make
wrestle the dragon.
Make a investigation check.
That is a -2.
Okay. Looking around, all of the dragons here seem to be very well trained with muscle and all that, except for one dragon. You see one white dragon which is a lot rounder than the others, and as it walks along you watch as it leaves a groove in the ground where its belly drags along the ground as it runs, and it just pants as it attempts to run. You watch it flap its tiny little wings as it tries to do a takeoff, and you see it kind of just stops and looks around, and
Is it alone?
it's on its own and just sits down.
I'm gonna go play with that one.
Okay. You go over and you play with it. It seems very happy to have company. Make an animal handling check with advantage. Okay.
Oh ho ho!
You play with the dragon for a while. It does.
Nice.
It very much enjoys the company, and it kind of says a few things before it runs over to Gravel Snout and kind of taps him on the toe. Gravel Snout kind of pays attention and goes, "What's your name?"
Me?
Indeed.
Bhold.
It looks down and it says your name, Draconic, and goes. And before the little one kind of looks around, like tongue wagging out, it kind of runs back towards you and just proceeds to tackle you, and you play for a little while longer.
Aw.
Meet a friend.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Behold the open. Comes to animals.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever. No, that's the sweetest dang thing I've ever seen. Says Ghaakt, currently being dragged along the ground by the small dragons that are currently stuck in his braids, just sort of flying off
Yeah.
with him in tow.
Malcom.
Queglod is
kinda-
currently keeping away from the dragons as best she can. She is very much aware that if she gets tackled by one of these, she could very much be crushed. So she's trying to keep away as best she can. One dragon does notice her, and the dragon kind of seems a lot more shy as it walks over, and she does pet it very gently on the head, and it doesn't seem to get too excited. And she sits with it for a while. What are you gonna do, Malcolm?
I was just gonna just take a look around at all the different dragonlings around.
Okay. Out of the dragon species that you know, the only species which you notice which isn't here is an orange dragon.
Ooh, an orange dragon.
That's the only one that you don't notice here. There are no orange dragonlings. You notice one pink, currently playing with all the others, currently flying around and all that. You see plenty of white dragons. This is obviously made for white dragons mainly. There are a handful of black dragons. There's a slight more abundance of blue dragons than blacks. There's a relatively high abundance of green dragons. And there are 3 red dragons, which seem to be a little bit more shunned, but they are equally playing with the young ones, not fully understanding why they're being shunned as much. In terms of metallic and mineral dragons, you don't see many stone hatchlings. As you look around, you do see some of the older adult stone dragons currently wandering around along with drakes, traveling alongside them as they kind of move around, escorting what looks to be small hordes of dragonlings with them. You see what looks to be one adult iron dragon currently sat there, large shards of iron and steel jutting out of it as it sits there, kind of sentinel almost pose, with what looks to be drakes surrounding it as it sits there looking out across the plateau. You can see what looks to be a few golds, followed by, in number, from fewest to most, it goes gold, silver, bronze, copper, and brass. And there's a large number of brass running around.
Interesting. I want to go talk to the Iron Dragon.
Okay. We will do that in just a moment. I think this is a good time for a break before you guys proceed to head off. So we will take a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we will proceed to do more dragon cuddling. Back in a minute.
Yay!
Oh, should be the gang goes to the petting zoo.
I'm going to open up the stream again and they can see us. Hello and welcome back. Oh, didn't see nothing. So, you definitely didn't just see me delete 8d8. So, as we get back into this, you're all doing various things, playing with other dragons as this time goes on. And you walk over to the iron dragon that's currently sat there.
Hello there.
Hello. You need assistance of anything?
No, I just came to talk because I'm very interested in dragons, and I haven't actually seen an iron dragon before.
Ah, I see. Well, meet your first. Most of us come from the Highlands, but we exist.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Malcom.
Maldron Ironhide.
Fucking misheard Malcolm's name.
Oh.
No, Maldron. Maldron. Maldron Ironhide. So, Malcom, I see you have a drake.
Yes, this is Orm.
Ah, good name. You must be Shattercrest's chosen, then.
From what I understand so far, yeah. That's what it seems.
I see. Have you met Shattercrest yet?
I've seen him, if that's what you mean. When he talked to me, I saw him.
I think we're getting a little bit misunderstanding. Have you seen the egg?
No.
Right then. And you watch as he stands up from his position. There's a creaking and a groaning, the grinding of metal as he stands. And you watch as he turns and begins to head in a particular direction further around the plateau. Do you follow?
Sure.
As you're walking, by the way, you see the good odd 20 fully armored drakes are following him as he walks. And looking over, Odorichi and Gravelsnout are very much being tackled by baby drake still, as long as the rest of your party. Behold's currently playing with what looks to be a little bit of a fat and round white dragon. Queglod's currently sitting quietly with a silver dragon. And Elsyan's currently playing chess with a black dragon, and Ghaakt is currently being used as a tug of war between what looks to be a green dragon and a blue dragon.
Someone get the shears.
Gravelsnout does help you out there, Ghaakt, but you are being very much bullied by the rest of them.
Yeah, that's all. I think I might need some sort of hair that to. I mean, it's not so much that, so much as that they keep getting caught in my braids.
As you walk along, you eventually reach what looks to be a cave entrance, which currently has another, what look to be 10 guard drakes that are fully armored, sat outside. And you see there is a what looks to be another adult dragon sat there. This one is a blue dragon.
Ooh. I've there.
What did you say?
I said I really like this place. There are a lot of dragons.
You see as Maldron walks up, kind of gives a nod, and you watch as the blue one kind of stands up and takes a few steps out of the way. And as you head in, the blue one does, his eyes do trail yours before he looks back on duty. You walk past with Aurum in your arms as you carry her along, and you hit, and you see inside there is this vast chamber. The tunnelway itself is large enough for a large or a gargantuan dragon, a adult or an ancient. But as you get inside, you see this place opens up into what looks to be a large golden gilded dome with what looks to be a few holes where light peeks through, and you watch as it crests off of mirrors and all focus points on a single egg atop a platform in the center. The egg itself is a beautiful prismatic crystal around the outside, smooth as each of the scales overlap, but they all seem to intertwine into one smooth surface. And as you walk closer, Maldron, you're welcome to go up to it if you wish. It's after all your egg.
Thank you. And I do so.
As you move forward, you can see the egg, and you can see the light kind of shining off of it and refracting in the variety of colors, and you see in the inside what looks to be the growing form of something as it kind of like swirls a bit inside where the light seems to peek through.
I'm just gonna like gently touch the egg.
As you place your hand on it, you feel the egg get a little bit warm, and as you take your hand away, you can see your handprint is there. The small form on the inside has its nose currently pressed up against the spot before it goes back to rest, and you feel a warmth inside of you. As you look around, you can see what looks to be a spectral version of a tiny crystal dragon currently bouncing around you before it dissipates. Everybody there?
Hello?
Hello?
You okay?
It wasn't
I
me.
think Harlan just disconnected.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Malcom looks over you, waits, and you spend some time with the egg, currently inspecting it. Does anybody else want to do anything else, or was it just Harlan left who wanted to do something?
I think it was.
Ghaakt is felt very fulfilled for today.
Yes, you. We'll say for aesthetics purposes, you take 1 point of damage after the game of Tug of War.
After a game of Tug of War,
I assume Bhold didn't hear that the Iron
very
one was from the Highlands.
a quick
No.
Tug of War, some very surgical hair
Fuck
cutting,
me.
and I took 1 damage and got a cool fade.
While this is all going on, you did see a few other dragons which did pique your interest. You saw another few what looks to be the adult stone dragons, and the only other one which did pique your interest seemed to be what looked to be an ancient silver.
Who's this?
Dragons wise that are just about the area. The ancient silver seems to be on the lower plateau of this area, where you're on the top with all the baby dragons. The lower plateau, you do get a glance of it. Queglod kind of points it out to the rest of you, as the silver dragon seems to be tutoring the younger dragons in what seems to be, from what you can understand, general history.
This place is open.
It's a little weird. But not completely.
And as you spend the rest of your time here, you gather up your things eventually. About half a day passes, you finish what you need, and you believe you need to carry on, and your path takes you elsewhere. As this happens, Odorichi and Gravelsnout see you off. Gravelsnout escorts you down the canyon, or down the valley, before saying at the end, "You're welcome to return when you wish, and I recommend, Elsyan, that when you do, be a little more careful next time, not to think such dark thoughts when you enter in through the trial."
I'm back, by the way.
Again.
Otherwise, Dippy will take you from here, take you to where you wish to go. If you wish to head further southwards toward the end of the Enchanted Glade, she can do so. Otherwise, if you wish to return back to closer to Adamanthia, she can do that also.
I believe we're heading south still, right?
I believe you wanted to head into Mount Volgrim,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and head up that if possible.
Well,
I would very much like that, personally.
we were planning to actually head to Mount Volburn and then head up through the mountain from there.
She can take you from there. That should be okay. Take care, all of you. And kind of gives a nod. Before heading off back into the mist, which is seemingly, despite it being daytime, the mist seems to always be there in this valley. Sasha, what conversation did you want to have with Odorichi? Because you did have that, you just kept disconnecting at the wrong time.
It's yeah, I know. It's connected to my my special secret. One of my long-term goals that I wanted to...
Did you want everybody else to go to general chat while you do this?
Yes, please.
Okay. Everybody,
Good night.
please go to either general chat or to waiting / looking to play.
I don't want to.
There we go.
Okay.
I think I'll change the music for this. It's apt.
I yeah, to clarify, this is about a certain gift from a Turan that I have.
I know. I realized the moment you mentioned that it was your special thing, and I was like, oh, okay. So, you approach Odorichi, and as you're standing there, Odorichi kind of goes, "So what did you want to talk about? And does it matter if I'm in dragon form or not?"
Doesn't really matter. Might be easier in your human, well, not human, but like your humanoid form.
Watch as he morphs back into his normal form. Yes, this is better for me also. So, what did you want to talk about?
Well, as I said before, I'm a follower of a Turan. I'm assuming you're aware of her.
Yes, I am aware of all of them. Solense, Turan, Melazong, Tunari, Motalin, Devad. I'm aware of all of them.
Right. In that case, well, I've been in contact with a Turan, and I've been put on in part of my ongoing questing. I received a heading from her. This is a place of good dragons. You are a friend of the dragons, and I know that red dragons have a bad rap, as it were, but they are still dragons, and those that are good are still cared for and respected. Yes, and by that logic, a Turan is a respected goddess here also.
Of course, yes. Any of the draconic gods that are of a good alignment are, or even a neutral alignment are, welcome here.
Right.
We don't care much for religion when it comes down to it. We dragons are more of a prideful people.
Well, this is possibly the first chance I've had to talk to someone about this, so forgive me if I'm a little slow going.
That's fine.
In my communion with a Turan, I received this, and I'm going to open my pack and pull out the scale of a Turan.
Okay, he's going to see if he recognizes it.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20.
Holy shit. That's very good for me, I think.
You received one of her scales. That is indeed impressive.
Yes.
She must have very high regards for you to give you such a powerful object.
I cannot claim to know her reasoning, but I am honored, yes. I've been told to gather the heart of an elemental, the dust of a solar star, and to take these to a certain place within the Empire. I am not entirely certain of its location, but if anyone would know of it, perhaps you would. The Divine Forge of a Turan.
Unfortunately, I don't know where such a place would exist. Divine forges are well protected, guarded by many safety mechanisms, some far beyond any of our comprehension, even us ancient dragons.
Right.
But
I know roughly where it lies, but well, I was hoping. Well, never mind now.
no, it's fine. I can help you on the others, though. The dust from a solar star. You would either be looking for one of the rogue pieces of comet that fall from the plane, from the astral plane when they break through this world's material barrier. If that happens, you'll be looking for a shooting star, one that will land. They are rare, very rare. They usually occur during the Frozen Crown, which is why they are less seen. You need to be above the blizzards to see them properly, see them emerge and hit the land.
Right.
When they are found, stardust is worth a lot. But if you're looking at, or looking for, something else, I would recommend going to the astral plane itself. It is dangerous, ruled by many creatures of dastardly design. Titans of old that wish to slay gods or those that would still oppose them. The elemental, there are only a few that I know of. And there is the burning phoenix heart within the fire plane. That creature would seek to burn any creature to ashes. From their ashes it can grow anew, generate its own life force. There is the Tirana, from what I know of its ancient name, is a titan of moving earth, traveling from place to place, living in both the material plane and the plane of earth, settling and moving as it sees, a massive turtle, or tortoise. Very strange, but very different. And there is the Tempest. One used to exist on the material plane in the old Stormfronts before Origatho went there. You may still find its carcass remaining there. But the Tempest one of the Tempests used to live there. But now the only remaining ones exist within the plane of air. And within the plane of water you will find the Surge, as some call it. A large creature of water, said to have enough water pressure and power to overcome krakens. Creatures of equal and greater design in the water. None exist on the material plane, to my knowledge.
That is truly, well, thank you for the guidance. I could not take any of them alone, but there are certain ones in which myself and my fellows might be able to fight against. If there was a carcass of a Tempest, I cannot help but think it would have already been ransacked of all its heart, but...
If that is true, then the heart of the elemental would live on elsewhere. Creatures use it for power, absorbing its strength and eventually becoming similar in arcane design. Some creatures take them and use the pieces, using them as catalysts, but it inevitably cannot be destroyed. The heart of an elemental lord is indestructible and incorruptible, infinite in its power, one of the most powerful things this world has to offer.
difficult quarry for it to be certain, but at the very least, well, if there is one from the Tempest already upon this mortal plane, it may yet be possible for me to track it down and retrieve it for my divine mission.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I hope I have been of use. It seems there are some things that you did not know. The forge is
Immensely.
difficult. You will need to focus on that.
Yes.
Maybe something will guide you to it.
Perhaps. Also, wait, Chris, I need to ask. I do know that there is something that happened with me, right? With the whole heat in my heart or whatever it was. Like, I know that something happened there, but I don't know what.
Yeah.
Another thing. I was given another gift more recently by a Turan. I don't know how to explain it. Some warmth, some heat inside my heart, my soul. I don't know what it is or what it does yet.
Have you felt it since?
I don't think I have.
No.
I don't believe I have, no.
No.
Right.
I cannot say. It's mysterious, the power, but if it is within you, then it will emerge when it is necessary, I guess.
Well, okay. The ways of the gods are inscrutable, but it will surely become useful.
Indeed.
Well, it is good to know. Thank you for all your help. If there's anything I can do for you, just ask.
Take care of my
I
son. Make
will
sure
do my
that
best.
he becomes the next king of the Barren Lands. Not despite my sister, but
To honor his birthright, yes.
exactly.
I will do my best. I promise that if it is possible for me to save him, if he be in mortal danger, I will.
That is good to know. If you'd like to go get the others for me, please. Oh boy, the plot thickens.
Ooh, something thickens, eh?
Yes, it does.
Yes. The plot thickens like a nice gravy.
You're weird like Harlan.
The plot does indeed thicken, and we've got everybody back.
I have indeed.
So, as you proceed to leave the valley and head into the Enchanted Glade, where is your destination? Mount Volgrim?
It was Mount Volgrim.
We're going to dive directly into a volcano.
Okay. Well, it's an old volcano. It's not active.
Don't mind the glowing.
Okay. As one day passes, you proceed to move into the area of the volcano. You rest up during the night in the Enchanted Glade, under the full protection of Dippy. You all get a good night's sleep. You make your way into Mount Volgrim. The area around here is very different from anything any of you have previously experienced. Sasha, I'd say you're probably the only one who'd be used to this intense heat. The area around here is brimstone, as far as the eye can see. You go up what looks to be almost a 45-50 degree angle that you proceed to head upwards until you get to a small rim. And as you look around, it is a bowl-like shape, curving down to what looks to be a small magma pool at the bottom that bubbles slowly. You can see the outside of this is just a large, steep ring going all the way around, except for below where you currently are, you can see an old road. You can see the road has what looks to be a series of lanterns currently held and hooked onto carved-out portions of the wall. You can see that there are two holes on either end of Mount Volgrim. You, Sasha, know this to be the passage that leads to the dwarven allegiance in the south.
Excellent.
Actually,
That would be Drakenforge then, or
that would lead to Drakenforge, yes, because it would be
The
following
path of the-
this
yeah.
path here. So it would technically lead to Drakenforge and Crag Anvil if you wanted it to, but otherwise you are currently.
Theoretically, we could follow along all the way to Oregon, but you know.
Yeah, you could.
We'll see what the party wants. Right. My plan here is to search for certain items, certain minerals and items. And to try and commune with my goddess. If you wish to go into the caves where it's less inhospitable, that's fine. If anyone wishes to join me to help look, that's also good. Around here, we may find creatures of fire and rock, so be careful. Is there anything else anyone would like to? Is there any other plans anyone else has?
I was just going to say, as you look around off of the rim and look further into the bowl, you see what look to be these small sprite-like creatures, pointed noses and a pointed head. You say they kind of like drip this like dark red liquid onto the ground, kind of looking like almost dried out magma, and they kind of fly around almost mischievously. They pick up a rock or two and they just throw it into the magma in the center, and they just like float around for a bit.
Would we know what these are? Or...
Make an Arcana check. Anybody who's
Oh
interested.
shit! I'm super bad at that. It's a 0.
Mine is.
Wait, what are we rolling?
Arcana, if you're interested.
4. I didn't hear that.
Oh my
mine's
god,
12.
it's more
Mine
dragon.
was 14.
Fuck it. Arcana!
It's okay. Yeah. Okay, 14.
That's
You're not entirely sure what these are. You've heard of these before, but in the Barren Lands, they're more known as dust devils. But these don't look
16.
Like... With 16 Behold, you've seen these kinds of things before, except these look different. You've seen these; they're known as mephits. Same with you, Elsyan. These are small sprite-like creatures. They usually are very mischievous. They aren't dangerous by any means. They usually just pick on travelers, and they'll throw things like rocks and so on. They have a habit of exploding on death also. Generally, they tend towards one element or another, and they birth from natural pools of general elemental energy.
What do they look like?
These
Which
ones
element?
look like they're dripping like lava. So these are the ones which you'd see. They're like a dark, kind of solidifying lava or magma. From the ones you've experienced, Elsyan, you know these to be a malformed form of sprite, a fey creature that's altered. And you've known of rock mephits before, but nothing else. Behold.
Interesting.
Ugh, hate mosquitoes.
I'm pretty sure these are gods.
They're not gods, it's just methods. I say just methods.
Like, how badly do I... Like...
You just don't know what they are.
Okay.
You have no idea. These things are weird, mysterious, and potentially very dangerous. Elsyan, these things are not dangerous. You could probably kill one from a range and it would be no issue.
Right. Well, we probably don't want to go near those, since they look like fire mosquitoes. I don't know.
Also,
harmless.
I would like everyone also to make a survival check, with the exception of Queglod, because she's not here.
Oh no, it's
Not 20.
Okay.
Wait, am I boosting this by anything, or is it just the blank number?
Oh, 16 plus 5, 19.
What, survival?
16.
Yeah.
You should have a number there.
-1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, with all of you, you begin to look around with, remembering, generally, some of you forget that you previously had discussed climbing up Mount Volgrim and going past it into the mountain range. You look around, you investigate some of the, or you kind of look through the area, some of you forgetting, some of you begin to look for pathways. Behold, you see a climbable pathway on the left-hand side going all the way up to the top of the mountain, and you kind of plot it out with your outlanderish feet, and being able to kind of understand where you should go at each time, which areas look unstable. Mountain climbing's, it's your lifeblood. You've done this before. Not necessarily in a volcano, but hey-ho, they're both mountains. One's just a bit hotter than the other.
We could climb up here.
Just points off into the distance about maybe 300 feet away.
Oh shit, we were totally going to do that. Fuck. Right. We
There's
could
a pretty path already. I have it. I see it.
Right, we could follow that to Skycalm Keep. Or use it to get towards it, who knows.
Yes.
Oh, well, Obel. Excellent. Well done, Behold. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Behold, very good at this.
Yes, you are. Who's a good Behold? No.
Who's a good Behold? Right. And just you see one large eye pop out, anti-magic cone activates, and just turns into a Beholder. I am best Beholder.
I am the Beholder now. You see Behold's final form. Actually goes from 7 intelligence to 25. I mean,
turns into a giant muscle.
Behold.
No. Let's be honest here. He wouldn't turn into a Beholder. He'd turn into a Beswolder.
A Beswolder, yes.
It's just one giant eye muscle.
So, what do you plan to do?
I plan to canvass the location. I want to get as close to the lava part of the volcano as I can. And I want to look around for it wasn't basalt, it was the other thing, brimstone. I want to look for brimstone and any other interesting.
This entire area is brimstone.
This entire area is brimstone?
It's an old volcano, yeah. The majority of this has either been filled up with or exposed to lava at some point. There's a large amount of brimstone here.
I'm going to try and get myself a nice cube of brimstone.
Okay. Make a strength check. What are you using to cut it out?
I'm using my... where did I have them in my pack?
Oh yeah, you had your Prospector's pick. Yeah.
Yeah, Prospector's tools.
Oh no, you had your Uber kit. You had your Uber pick.
Yeah, the Uber axe.
The Uber axe. Yes. Go ahead and make because you have the Uber axe actually. Go ahead and make a strength check with advantage for mining here. This would be with your proficiency as well, so this would be a +7.
Oh, amazing! Holy fuck!
In a matter of minutes, you cut out a very nice, clean cube of the brimstone. You take the chunk out and you kind of hold it, and it's not that heavy. For brimstone, it's actually quite light, but it's a good chunk, and you could use this. You could potentially use more, but it's in a nice, clean cut that it will stay in shape, unless cooled down drastically with water.
So this is something I could potentially use for the making of that that possible brimstone forge.
Yeah, brimstone forge.
Excellent. Okay. I'm just going to put that in my pack because pretty much no matter how much it weighs, I'm good to carry it.
Okay. You put it in your pack. You now have a large cube of brimstone in there. As Sasha does this, Malcom, you notice what looks to be down near the base of this cauldron of where there's magma at the base. You can see small red flowers. You can just about see them. Elsyan, you see them as well, but you don't pay them any mind.
How much does it weigh?
Can I tell what type of flower it is?
I'm gonna say with the weight of this brimstone, seeing as you probably got like a foot cube of it, I'll say £25.
Cool.
What did you say, Malcolm?
I was wondering if I could tell what type of flower this is.
Make a nature check.
A 9.
Looking at this, you aren't entirely sure. You've heard of plants that live in magma, but you can't exactly remember the name or know what they do.
Oh, might as well grab some.
You gonna go down and grab some? They're right on the edge of the magma, so just from a general standpoint of what you can see, Trail 1 leads into the cauldron, and you've got Trail 2 off here, and then you've got the plants dotted about the area, and you've got mephits flying around as well, this general area, picking up rocks and tossing them in the lava.
I want those.
Could I raise the point that Elsyan has telekinesis?
Hey, Elsyan,
Yes.
can you help me get some of those flowers down there?
Fine.
Make a strength check.
Extract-
With your
Wait,
hand,
what are you guys doing?
Oh, yeah,
hand
that's it.
strength, which is +4 at your current level.
What is he trying to do?
Okay. You go to pull the flower and comes out of the ground. You begin to hover it over to you.
Yep.
Okay. As this happens, you watch as two of the mephits, they kind of like look over and go, huh. They kind of look up and see you all, at which point you watch as one of them dives into the lava pool.
It's mad.
Oh,
It's
that
mad.
doesn't sound good.
As this happens, you
No.
watch as fire begins to rupture from down the streams and travels down to the base of this. And you watch as
Oh,
there's a swirl of fire and magma on the main portion of the pool. And the flower's not that far from you at this point.
Oh, I
Grab
hate
flower,
rising
run.
lava. I hate rising lava levels.
Where's Sasha right now?
She's mining. She just finishes her mining, pulls up the cube and goes, "That's a nice bit of brimstone." Just puts it in her pack, turns around and sees this fire, just fire tornado in the middle.
God, I'm not even surprised.
Climb, everyone climb,
Okay.
start climbing.
As you, okay, it's a good because you're waiting for
Fly.
Sasha. It's a good 250 feet as you begin to move off. You watch as it takes form, and you watch as this suit of armor rises from the magma, and you watch as it begins to drip ever so slightly as it forms that of a creature. I'd like you to roll initiative,
What?
please.
Oh. It's mad.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's a 7.
Fine.
It's fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. You're fighting
Oh.
lava.
Why?
Because you're too enthralled in the flower.
No, I rolled on that one.
Ooh.
I rolled a 2!
Okay, well this one's
Well, I
taken
rolled a
because you
3.
stole it.
What is?
Due
Sorry?
to the nature of this, we'll say that you guys are currently off map over here, because I hadn't anticipated you being very far away to pick it up, because I forgot about telekinesis.
Yeah.
So let me just
We
change
should
the
have waited
music.
we should just wait until we were all out of the volcano, then do it, and then just walk off as it did always. It's like, nope.
Nope,
What?
we gone. We outie.
Okay.
Can I tell what this
Don't
thing
want
is?
nothing to do with it.
Oh, this thing is.
Yeah, can I tell what this thing is? Oh.
Okay. And you also see
it's a
accompanying
fire
it are 2
element.
fire elementals.
Why? Go away.
Bhold would understand that he's weak against fire, right?
Yeah. And actually, because you're holding Chillsbane, you see Chillsbane's effects from the cold fade. You can't deal cold damage with Chillsbane in here.
We might as well just put it down now.
Yeah, I.
If only you had something else like Aquablane or
No, because this is lava environment, water magic and cold magic do half damage,
Yeah.
and magical items that do cold damage are ineffective. So,
what is lava weak to?
I'm gonna.
fire isn't exactly weak to anything. So, I'm just gonna copy the party. I'm gonna put you
I'll
guys.
switch back to my great axe.
We're gonna be over here. We're gonna say
my
Sasha's
battle axe.
here. I'm gonna say Sasha's here. Aurum is not this big yet, so I'm gonna leave Aurum out of this fight. We'll say that Aurum is invulnerable, so you don't end up killing Aurum. Arachne
I'm
is
gonna
with
switch
you.
to my battle axe.
I mean,
is
the
there.
crystal drake. It's probably made from crystals, so this fluff is just gonna like be
Queglod.
a nice bath.
I found out. I remember what
There
fire
we
is
go.
weak to.
Did you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, what did you say?
I'm switching to my battle axe.
Okay, you're switching to a battle axe.
Yes.
Noted. Okay, so I am going to roll for their initiatives. So starting with you, that is, it's not bad.
Not bad for him or not bad for us? Because that's the difference.
That is something I will know, and you will find out. Oh yeah, you're gonna want your party, aren't you? I'm just gonna move the map over real quick, along with everything else, so you can create your initiative order, Bhold. Actually, no, I'll just move over Sam's dice a little bit. Harlan's dice down. There you go. Use these to make your initiative order, Bhold, once I ask what your initiatives are.
I'll go second.
So, and following, and you got that. Oh wait, no, that was too many tabs. Alright, there we go. And then the elementals. Okay. Why did I roll 2? I only need to roll 1 because they're taking the same turn. Okay, that's.
Did you roll for Queglod or not?
Can we not have
no,
Arachne be in the lava flow? I've grown attached to this awful, disgusting.
No, this is the
tiger.
initiative order.
Oh right.
This is the
Right.
initiative order once he figures out what happens here. And
Okay.
I will Queglod for you. Queglod rolled a natural 20. Ooh.
Whoa.
I don't know
Oh,
what her
Simon's
dex
up
is.
here.
This matters.
Oh, Simon's up here.
Oh, yeah, Simon can go up there. Okay. I need to find out what her dex score is, because this matters. Where is his character sheet? I apologize if there's lag on the stream end. I'm loading a web page. It may cause lag and drop flames. Dropped flames. Initiative is +2. Noted. I don't need to worry about the rest of her stuff. She will just use Eldritch Blast.
Is Orm grown at this point?
No. Orm
Damn
takes
it.
2 days to grow. It's been basically a day so far.
Damn it.
Queglod had 22. Okay, 25 to 20, anyone?
Well, other than Queglod.
Other than Queglod, okay. 20 to 15. 15 to
Sam?
10.
Sorry. 17.
Oh, 17 on Sam.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta add the thing. What am I adding again?
Dex.
Oh,
Essentially.
I apologize,
yeah,
Ghaakt.
mine's
I haven't
11.
got you in my initiative list. There we go.
Mine was 11 then, not 7.
Yours is 11. Okay, noted. With that then, so did we do 15 to 10?
Well,
Yes.
me now.
10 to
so-
5.
Five on me.
Arachne got 6.
Harlan, what did you get?
Behold
I got a 3.
Sasha got 3. Behold got 5. What did you get, Malcom?
Oh wait, sorry, I got a 2. I should say.
Oh, I got 3.
Alright, so move
Oh,
on now.
you got 3. Sasha got 2. Okay, so Sasha's
Yeah.
last.
You rolled a 1, but you got more like actual. I think you rolled a 1. Anyway, you've got more
Yeah, I rolled
like
that.
dex.
Okay.
I'm worse than someone getting a nat 1. Can we just appreciate how bad that is?
Jesus.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So, the beginning of combat is beginning with the fire elementals.
Yeah.
Beans.
So I'll
Oh,
copy
shit,
these over
what
for you,
up?
Behold. So you can put these fire elementals at the top. And then I'll tell you when to make room for this guy.
You
So-
got what?
All the time.
Fire elementals turns. Seeing as Elsyan, you are the one who is controlling the flower. The flower. They're going to attempt to charge at you first.
Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I need to hold on. He was there, right?
No.
He wasn't.
He was there. Okay. I need to check something because I forgot. Do these guys change size because of where they are?
Oh.
The answer to that question is yes. They are large creatures.
Are they small or are they just far away?
No, they're big creatures.
God damn it.
About the same size. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm
next
suddenly
ones.
more interested.
Okay. The one in the middle, however, remains the regular form. So As this one rises up out of the lava, the armor forming around it, it sees its two fire elemental companions and points forwards to you guys as you watch as two large brass metallic scimitars form in its hands. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2,
Jesus Christ, they can move fast.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one's just out of range. That's fine. Oh, hold on. This one.
They were going for Elsyan.
This one was here, then went that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, correction. It's going here. Okay.
Oh,
as it moves into your space, you take 1d10 fire damage.
It crushed Bhold.
No, it didn't crush him. He just takes 1d10 fire damage. You take 7 points of fire damage.
-3, that's 4.
-3, that is 4 indeed. Okay. And now you are on fire until you choose to put it out or douse yourself.
What does that do?
Effectively, you're going to take 1d10 fire damage every turn until you take your action to put it out. Or somebody else puts it out. Your choice. Yep. Because the environment falling prone will not help you. Okay, so with that, they are both going to perform attacks on you. This one gets 2 attacks. First attack against you, Bhold, is a 17.
That hits.
That hits. And the second attack... Nope, that doesn't hit. That's a natural 6. Okay, so you take a grand and beautiful total of... Ooh, that's high rolling. That is 14 fire damage.
Alright, so -3, that's all.
Yep, -3, and then that is that one's turn. The other one can't...
Actually, does it minus from each attack or just one?
Just
the
each.
full?
Wait,
The full damage, sorry.
The
that one's
full?
got 10 feet
Yeah,
attack.
because it only landed 1 hit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What
That
did
one
you
gets
say?
10 feet attack range?
No, this one's the one that attacked him.
Yeah, but you said that this one's gonna
2
attack.
attacks.
No, I said this
no.
one can't attack, sorry.
This one gets 2 attacks.
They get 2 attacks each.
Yeah.
Yeah, each of these get 2 attacks, and he just attacked Bhold twice.
I need to use my entire action to
Put yourself out, but because you're inside it, that won't help.
Don't worry. You just get outside and hit him. I've got a plan.
Yeah, their range from what you can guess, because they're a large creature, could be anywhere from 5 to 10 feet. Because this one didn't attack, you can stay within its attack of opportunity by remaining on its outside rim and put yourself out. But if it moves into your space again, it'll ignite you again. And it can move through people's spaces as it sees fit. So that's fun.
Very fun, Chris.
Yeah, I know. End of their turn, Queglod goes. Queglod, seeing this, is gonna back it up into the fog of war. I'm gonna say this is the edge of the map, and actually if you go any further, you're gonna slide down the opposite side and be out of combat. So I'm gonna say
Everyone knows
she's gonna...
the world is a cube, so he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
follow.
move
She's gonna run
these
this way.
two. I'm gonna move these two over here.
Yeah,
for now.
move them over there. They're not going to be getting involved. And Queglod is going to... Actually, you know what? She's going to spend her bonus action to cast Hex, and she is going to give it disadvantage on strength checks, just in case it tries to grapple you. Because that's a Queglod thing that she would do, because I don't know any of her other spells. And I can't pull up her character sheet, otherwise I'll lag my game, so... Let's just do that. So, it is now Hex, and she is now going to Eldritch Blast it. 2 attacks. Each one does a d10. Each one does +4 from her Charisma. And each one does an additional d6 as well. Alright, so, first attack misses. Second attack hits quite happily, I believe. Actually, what's her attack modifier? It will be 4 plus 3, so it'll be 7. So no, the first attack would definitely miss. Second attack hits very happily.
That's a 9 plus a
So in which case I will do that to separate them that way. That's a 9 plus 5 plus 4 because of
18 points of damage.
18
damn.
points of force damage to be specific.
Yeah.
As a result, there's nothing.
Well, no,
they aren't
it's
resistant to it. Oh no,
it's
two,
14
it's
points of
14 point no
13
points of
points.
force and then the 5 necrotic. But either way, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And this is
Okay.
against the one that's smothering you, Bhold. So that was how much did we say?
18.
18. Okay.
18.
Okay. As she fires out her Eldritch Blast, it hits the side of it. You watch as some of the flames dissipate, pulling back. Some of the rock and magma from the inside kind of spatters away. Okay. End of Queglod's turn. Elsyan.
Can I just put... Because I'm currently holding the flower, aren't I?
Yeah.
Can I just put it down?
Okay. You put the flower down. Hits the ground. They don't seem any less deterred by your presence now. They aren't. This one isn't focusing on you, granted, because you put the flower down, but it doesn't seem to care less.
Okay then. Well, does that count as an action?
He dumped the
I'll say it counts as your bonus action to just dispel telekinesis. Actually, no, you'd just be not telekinesising, so nothing.
So nothing. Okay.
You're not putting it down. You're dropping it, so it's just falls on the ground. A little bit of the brimstone goes with it.
I think there's only one thing I can do right now. Well, one thing I should do, and that's deal with the guy on top of the Bhold.
Okay.
So, thinking, Sonic Blast, because I am within touching range. Wait, no, they're on fire. Ignore that.
Are you sure?
I'm going to do Hammer of Inquisition for a screw up for the full 5.
Full 5 side points. Okay.
Just give him a quick slap on the rock.
These things do have brains.
This
right?
one here, right? Regardless of whether it has brains,
Yes.
Hammer of Inquisition can still do damage to it, unless
Okay.
it's a Neothalid, which has immunity to psionics. It's fine.
I need another D10, Chris.
Oh yeah, my apologies. I'm just messing around with the sound a little bit.
That's
a little
fine.
bit bad for me.
That's not the sound.
Oh yeah, you can just steal D10s from up here. There's
Don't want to steal from other people because they're their dice.
No, there's a bag up at the top.
Yeah, there's a
you can
bag of
steal.
infinite D10.
I'm a fucking
Roll,
idiot.
bitch.
Okay, I'm just going to tell us.
Oh, have they passed their intelligence save?
Oh, that's a good point. I need to make that, don't I?
Yeah.
That's a total of 2. 4 minus 2.
Oh,
31 damage.
Love Elsyan.
31!
Oh,
Nice!
boys. That's
Fucking love Elsyan.
That's good damage right there. As you
Really?
As you focus your psionic energy, you see this thing and you focus Hammer of Inquisition. You will watch as a portion of its head crumbles away, sliding to the side before portions of the magma just hit the ground and the fire disperses before it begins to slowly creep back up and try and reform its face.
That is 49 points of damage so far. Pretty fucking good.
Yeah, indeed. This thing isn't looking too great. It seems okay, but it's not doing great after that attack. Yeah. You have a movement and a bonus action if you wish to do anything. If you move, it will get an attack of opportunity. If you move out of its range.
I think I'm going to just stay here.
Okay.
And hope for the best.
Okay.
I mean, you have range. You might want to.
Things don't want to invoke that attack of opportunity.
That's true.
And it's not like Hammer of Inquisition means it gets advantage because it's a saving throw. So it doesn't really matter. Anyway.
That's true.
Okay. Moving back on. Ghaakt, you're next.
Well, these guys have obviously shown themselves to be very much of a problem. But considering Elsyan just blew half of that thing's face off, I think I'm gonna go. See, where did my movement go? Where is it? Movement is.
It'll be 30 feet.
30 feet. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 6 spaces in it.
Yeah.
4. Actually,
The map gets use. Someone entered the
Woo!
map.
Amazing.
In all honesty, I don't know why I made this bit so long, because in all honesty, you were coming from this direction. Oh well. It's fancy.
5.
It looks very nice, Chris.
All right.
6. Okay.
That is a range of 30 feet.
Yep.
I'm
1,
going
2,
to
3,
bane. I'm going to bane this armored boy because I feel it's going to do something rude.
4. You can bane multiple targets, I believe.
Cool. I'm going to bane 3 of them.
Does it say how many you can bane?
Let's see. Up to 3 creatures.
Okay. So you're now
Perfection.
concentrating. Do they make a saving throw, or is it just it happens?
Let's see. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack or roll,
So I
up to
need
3
to make
creatures of your
a
choice you can. Alright. Up to 3 creatures of your choice must make charisma saving throws.
Oh no.
Whenever a target
That's
Whenever
not-
a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, what I assume that your DC is not lower than 10.
No, it's 15.
Okay, yeah,
On
these
this
two
tab.
fail. This one spectacularly fails with a total of 0. And this one gets a total of
Jesus.
8. This guy, what's he gonna roll?
Nat one.
Natural 3, so no, he fails.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just
What does
this
Bane
is-
do again?
It means they have a minus d4 to each of their attack rolls.
Oh.
and saving throws.
And saving throws, which makes their life a lot harder saving against your other abilities.
So yeah, Ghaakt just like sort of sneaks up over here and then just starts playing music and spitting fire.
What's the weather today?
Ah, the important questions. It
I
is
spit-
cloudy. Actually, no, windy.
You call
Wind-
yourselves
Cheers,
fire
windy.
elementals, I spit fire, I spit rhymes hotter than your lukewarm
Windy.
asses.
Yeah, it's mildly windy. You wouldn't feel it much in here because of the basin effect of this area. And
Where are all the storms at?
where are all the storms at? I don't know. I haven't been rolling storms for ages. I need to get lucky with 6s on my d6 for the weather.
Wait, no, actually, I retract that statement. I should save that if I do an insult.
You make an insult to them. They
Yeah.
seem vaguely offended, especially this one. You watch as it turns its head. One magma tear rolls down its face.
I
Plops on
spit
the ground.
rhymes. I spit rhymes hotter than your lukewarm asses.
Sick burns right there. Okay, ending your turn. It is the Myrmidon's turn.
Oh,
There you go. And you know the initiative order. This guy is going to move all the way up to you.
Oh, fuck.
Beans.
bye.
All right, he gets 3
Bye,
attacks.
Ghaakt.
Bye.
Okay, so he is going to activate his fiery strikes.
Oh no!
So-
What was this thing called?
That's for me to know, for you to find out. I revealed it once, never again. Okay, so
I heard like
what's
the
what's your
mom.
AC?
AC is 14.
Okay, even with the D4, that's not going to help. That's a total of 21.
Huh.
On the first strike, second attack is a total of 19. Minus D4 won't help you there.
Ooh.
And on the final attack, that is a total of 18. Minusing a D4 won't. Actually, no. No, it won't help because it's meat or beat. Meat and
Ouch.
beat, sorry. So that is
Is
3
it-
attacks.
Anything?
So how? Oof.
Are they saying anything?
They just seem to be moving and like warbling over, and as it goes to strike you with 3 attacks from its scimitar. So the first attack deals. I will roll these individually because you need to make concentration checks for each.
Aww.
So that is a grand total of 16 damage on its first hit. 8
Oh,
of
boy.
which is slashing, 8 of which is fire.
Hang on, 18. Did you say 18?
16, sorry.
16. Okay.
So I'd like you to
39.
roll a concentration check for me, which is a Constitution saving throw. Okay, what's total?
The total is saving throws are on the
Yeah, left. On the upper left.
My constitution is 3, so that's 10.
That's 10. That is the DC, so you succeed. Bane is
Oof.
still active. Second attack, a total of 14 points of damage. And another
Alright, that's-
saving throw for me for concentration.
Hang on, 39. The first one was 60, so that's 39.
First one was 16, second one was 14.
Yeah, and so that's
25.
25.
Go ahead and roll a concentration check. I just need to know if it's 6 or lower.
Oh,
Okay, it's
oh,
fine, you succeed. And the last attack is a total of 14 points of damage.
Ugh.
11.
Alright, last one.
You succeed on the
Ah.
saving throw.
At least it didn't go away instantly like last time.
No. As it unleashes its 3 attacks, you feel you watch as each of the 2 scimitars it holds ignite into flame as it strikes you 3 times. The first one brings itself down where you were distracted with this one insulting it. You turn, you see it move up and strike 1, 2, 3 quick blows as it strikes across you. As you feel your flesh begin to sear and char.
Ghaakt, no!
Okay. End of its turn, Arachne.
Well, Arachne is gonna hex this one.
Okay.
Gonna do what now?
Yeah, hex.
She can cast spells?
Now she can.
What the fuck?
You watch
Magic
as you
spiders.
watch as Malcom points at the fire elemental, and Arachne's eyes go from this very dark, like black, almost black color, to this very bright red, and you watch as this swirl of dark red energy begins to crackle around the outside of this creature.
Dex.
Dex. Okay, noted.
Arachne has now been equipped with a tiny wizard hat.
And then she's going to Bloodshot, I guess? She ain't biting it.
Bloodshot. Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll for Arachne then. Or is it saving? No, it's an attack roll.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah,
of
that's
the
a
thing.
roll.
D4 damage if it hits.
Yes.
This attack, yeah. First of all, it does hit, and yeah, so that's 4 points of damage, or is it slightly more?
It's just 4.
Just 4? Okay.
And if it bleeds, then it bleeds.
It begins to drip fire.
Yes. I like it. Drip,
Since
drip.
you put a hex on it, does that mean it does an extra
Oh,
d6?
yes, it does an extra d6
Oh,
damage.
yeah,
so go
that's
ahead and
right.
roll your d6.
Forgot about that.
And this is necrotic damage. It is 6. Nice.
Damn! We're getting some good work done!
For now. Okay, end of Arachne's turn then. Behold, you are the inside of this creature. Go ahead and take one. You take 1d10 fire damage. You take 3 points of fire damage, reduced to 0 due to your necklace.
Okay. Get out of there!
Okay, you take a step back.
Yes. And I'm going to normal rage.
Normal range. Okay.
Right.
Are you going to reckless?
I think yes.
Lava solid enough that
Okay.
Bhold
You
can
also
push
still
it.
do your d6 because of the braces.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I kind of can't heal you, Bhold.
Heal me
Beautiful.
instead.
All right, go ahead and roll another d12 and another d6.
You're way over there. Sasha can't heal you.
Come on.
8 plus.
Plus 5. Or plus 7. 8.
Plus
16.
Plus 8. 2 plus 7, shouldn't it? 5 plus 2.
Okay, plus 7. It's level 9.
Okay, and you're using your battle axe.
Yes. But I still have the ring. So it's magic damage.
You still have it attuned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, like, will he remember?
I planned it, Chris. Don't worry. I knew it.
Okay, so you do 15 points of slashing damage to the green one. Noted. As you bring your battle axe through it, the magical essence arcing through, it tears through, and you watch as it parts, and it very slowly begins to repair itself. It's weakening. Go ahead and make your second attack.
Right.
Well, better damage.
Okay, yeah, 12 plus 7 is 19.
19.
19 damage, nice. As you again tear through it with your battle axe again as you strike. It takes that.
Does it go down?
No, it's not down yet.
What the fuck is that?
Malcolm, if you can kill this thing, I would really appreciate
It is
that.
very weak.
Well, if
You
it's
think
very
maybe another
weak,
attack of
then-
that type could probably do that. And seeing as you are not on fire, you are on fire, you do not take the additional 2d10 fire damage because you attacked it twice in melee range.
Well, that's useful.
Thank God.
Don't put yourself out, kids.
Alright.
Let's just.
Yes, stay on fire and rage.
So, Malcolm, your turn.
Alright,
Me.
call lightning.
Okay,
Right
you
there.
channel Call Lightning and you bring it down. I will need to get a concentration symbol for you. Go ahead. Oh no, it's a Dex check. Dex saving
Dex
throw.
save.
It's Dex checks for disadvantage, so this one doesn't have disadvantage on the saving throw. Just
But it does get a minus D4.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh no. Alright, well, the first one.
Oh, actually, that's a point. When this guy was attacking, he also had a minus D4 when it was.
Oh, yeah,
it wouldn't
It
have mattered.
was so it was
in
so
future,
high.
I mean.
Yeah, in future, that's fine. Okay, so
Considered it. It did not help.
Okay. I'm just trying to calculate if this would save or not. With the D4, what's your DC?
My DC is 15.
Okay. This guy succeeds even with the D4. Okay.
Even with disadvantage?
He doesn't have disadvantage on the save.
Oh, wait.
Hex is
Oh, yeah,
checks. Not
That's right. I keep forgetting it's checks.
Yeah,
not
no, everybody does. It's fine.
D4s anymore.
And then the second one, even without the D4, he fails.
Well, this one still takes half damage.
This one still takes half damage. So, what level were you casting at? Third level.
You
you have to. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, I can only cast it at third.
3d10 lightning damage. Good.
Kill him with fire, or not fire, lightning.
Don't do that. In fact, help me.
Ooh, 23. Half of that takes that to 11 to blue. And you watch as the green one just disperses.
Yes.
You watch as its outside form just quivers, and as the lightning strikes it, you watch as the inside of it begins to crackle, and you see the magma just falls to the ground. It sizzles a bit as you watch as the ground ignites before you.
Okay.
And the other one took how many points of damage? 11?
11.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. End of your turn unless you wish to move or spend a bonus action doing something else. We'll move on
Well,
to...
technically it's an action to use Call Lightning and then a bonus action to tell where I want it to strike.
No, it's an action to say where you want it to strike. It just hits the area you want it to.
Yeah, it's a bonus action later on to use lightning.
Well, it's an action to cast it, and then a bonus action to say where I wanted to strike it. So basically, I used everything.
Third level spell, Call Lightning. When you cast the spell, you see a point within range, but lightning flashes down, blah blah blah. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning in this way again, targeting the same point or a different one.
Do I have anything?
So
You
still
have
your
a bonus action.
Shillelagh? I don't know.
Okay, you cast Shillelagh. Same form appears on Lighthouse. Alright, end of your turn, unless you wish to move any further. Sasha.
Right. What would it take for me to put out Infernal?
An action.
Fuck. How comfortable are you with being on fire right now, Infernal?
How comfortable are you with burning?
And not very.
That's going in quotes.
Like, do you think you could deal with it, say, yourself?
I'd rather not, sir, because my rage would dissipate.
Actually, that's a point. If he takes damage every turn, even if it's nullified by the amulet, he will still keep his rage going.
Okay, so you're fine being on fire then. That's great.
No,
Yes,
he wants
no,
to go.
he's
No, because I can't heal.
what? No, you're fine.
Don't make me rage, Sasha.
Look, I don't want to
I
kill.
have a battle axe.
I don't want Ghaakt to die.
Please help me.
The options are
Bhold, here's
you
the
keep
difference.
us on fire, or Ghaakt almost definitely dies.
Can you even reach?
I can't heal him, but I can douse him. He is on fire, right?
I think I just got seared. Didn't say anything about fire, just that I got, burnt.
Nope. Not until he makes a melee attack against it.
Oh well, that's fine. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use create or
Heal
destroy war.
me.
I'm gonna. I
Create or
physically
destroy
can't
water.
reach you. Malcolm
How
is the
much
only
movement
person.
do you have?
I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm fine with moving here, but like I can't reach you.
Okay, create or destroy water. What form?
I am doing well. I don't suppose any of these people have any like handy container-shaped portions of their bodies, do they?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Wait. This fire elemental has a mouth.
That wouldn't count. No.
Okay, it was worth a try.
It was worth a try, but no, it doesn't.
I'm going to use create or destroy water as and I'm going to bring it down in like a first level, a 30-foot cube. Do you have like a cube for that?
30-foot cube that falls as rain.
It falls as rain, yeah, but it puts out people who are on fire and it puts out open fires.
This won't be exactly.
Does that count as storm?
This it would be about. Actually, no, 30-foot cube. Okay,
no, I'm trying to get.
It would be,
I'm trying to get Infernal in this as well.
Oh,
Like,
okay. It would
this
be
sort of area.
6x6 then.
6x6.
Does this make storm?
It would be that. No, this isn't stormy conditions.
Damn it.
So if you wanted to get the hold and the fire, it would be that. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it would be...
yeah. I'm also going to be trying to get this guy in case it does anything, but it's not like a.
Okay.
It's not like a big thing. It's just sort of
okay,
like
I need to quickly read this.
if it's any help, it's 10 gallons of water that it makes.
10 gallons of water. That changes nothing, but he does take, as it rains down water, because you are not directly near to...
Madness, one of them. God damn it.
Because you are not near the lava, it will do irregular damage. Okay. He takes 10 points of cold damage as the rain falls on him and he begins to sizzle against the hard portion of him as he begins to kind of harden on the outside with the lava forms, and he kind of shrugs it off and begins to warm up a bit more as it takes place. Behold, you are doused, so you are no longer on fire, and the fire is also put out, forming...
Eat a dick, you fiery fuck!
Forming smoke.
Well, that's interesting. And
Which means
with my
that is obscured terrain.
And with all of my stuff is fire-based, I'm so useless here.
Hey, inflict wounds!
That's true, but then I have to be close to it.
Hey, you didn't ask for the smart decision. You asked, are you useful? It's a difference.
Yeah. I need to double check something.
How much wisdom do these things have?
Yeah, same question here.
You're not sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the one that was
range on
killed did have disadvantage on its wisdom saving throw for Bane earlier, which I forgot, but it got affected anyway, so...
Pretty sure it has disadvantage for all of its saving throws.
No, Hammer Inquisition just as wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I was talking about mine.
Oh no, Bane's just a D4 off.
But D4 off is still, good.
Yeah. You only have a bonus action with create or destroy water.
I know, I'm well aware. But that is useful information for me later on.
So
I'm going to...
Sam, prepare your round, because it's everything's
Yeah,
turn next.
We know exactly what I'm doing. I'm spiritual weaponing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Why would I think otherwise?
Sorry, I double checked my spells just in case, but no, it's literally the only thing I can
go.
Wait, where's my baby?
I lost your spiritual weapon. Hold on, let me get you.
Oh god, no!
Let me get you.
Oh god!
I lost it.
Oh, thank God, my baby!
Just have a spiritual weapon and just be a smaller version of his own pog.
I'm gonna be summoning it. I'm sorry, buddy, but this is the best I can do. I'm just gonna hit him with my spiritual weapon.
Good.
Okay.
Keep it distracted.
So make your attack roll.
That's fine.
That is
hits.
a 23 to hit and plus, I believe, plus 6, so 14 damage.
Well, spiritual weapon adds your what? Your modifier.
My spellcasting modifier, yes.
So it would be
right.
your
yeah,
wisdom
so
mod.
it's 3.
So 3.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that.
No,
Still 11 damage.
It's still 11 damage, which is still good.
Yeah.
Which is,
Good,
takes
good,
it down.
good damage.
Takes it down to
That's-
that. As your spiritual weapon forms, the Smashfist hammer swings in, strikes the outside of its form as it breaks, and you watch as a portion of the fire scatters as it doesn't seem to realise that it's under attack initially as the swing comes in. You watch as the fire reforms and re-billows around it.
Fuck you!
Okay.
I'm really not pleased about this.
End of your turn. This guy is
I'm
going
even
to
less pleased.
move up.
Oh shit.
Who did it take damage from? It took damage from you, Malcom, right?
Yeah.
Say no.
Alright.
Oh no!
It's going to move into your space. Which
Glomp.
means that you instantly take 1d10 fire damage, and so does Arachne.
No, not Malcolm.
Mine's
You take
halved.
1 point of fire damage.
Oh, that can't be halved. Rip.
No, it can't be rough. And Arachne takes 8.
Come give me a big hug.
You wish those were all the other way around.
Uh,
Alright, so you need to make a concentration check, and so does Arachne. So go ahead and roll for both of you. You'll be on the left, Arachne on the right, as usual.
yeah.
DC is 10 for both of you. You both succeed. Flying colours.
Why isn't that 20 for this?
Okay. As that happens, it is going to go ahead and make 2 swipes against you because it is inside of you. Ah! Wait, no, you're inside of it.
I'm inside of it.
Oh,
I'm gonna punch the thing
inside of
inside
you.
myself.
Okay, that was an interesting turn of events. I dropped a
Something
D20
inside
into my
my
packet of
head.
popcorn. Better fish that out.
Poor popcorn.
I was gonna get a bit of popcorn later, put it in my mouth, and go ah. Alright,
Oh,
so
fuck.
8 for Arachne?
8 for Arachne, yes. So, what is your AC again exactly, as Malcolm? Seeing as you can't use your shield and have Lighthouse out.
Currently 16.
16. Okay, so the D4 does matter. Go ahead and roll your D4, Ghaakt.
Oh my god.
I do have one over
Finally,
here.
Oh, you got one
my
there.
chance.
I don't care which one you use, just use one of them. That is a
4.
4. It misses. Just. That was the number you needed. Wow,
What?
okay.
What happened?
And the second attack, oh, it misses. Doesn't need the D4. Yeah, your Bane kicked in, and as it goes to swing, as you're there over there, like channeling on your Bane, it looks at you, Malcolm, and then you watch a single tear roll down its eye, and as it goes to attack, given just enough moment to kind of move out of the way as it swings inwards into itself and tries to attack you. Misses on the first strike, and with frustration goes to attack you again, but misses.
It just punched itself in the face like a dink.
Exactly.
Hey, come on. I didn't do it. Go away.
Stop
Calm
hitting
down.
yourself.
End of its turn, Queglod is going to go. This thing is still hexed. Double Eldritch Blast, because I don't know anything else.
Actually, that's not her hex. That's my hex.
Okay, she moves her hex onto it with a bonus action, because she can do that. Still hexed.
Double hex.
What is that to hit? It's plus 7, you said, so
Yeah, also.
both of those hit.
Awesome.
It's a lovely low AC. Alright, this is plus 8, doing 22 points of damage to it. Oh, yes!
Ooh.
22 points of... Oh, yeah. Okay,
How'd
did
you
it.
like the taste of 22 points of motherfucking damage?
Damage! Yep.
That's my new Queglod voice.
And she is gonna go...
Fuck you.
1, 2, 3,
Run
4,
away.
5, 6... Yeah, she's keeping away from this thing.
Yeah, in future, Ghaakt,
Wait, no, come
please
over
don't
here.
run up towards the fucking
I'm
murder.
being eaten
I
over
understand. I'm not Borzuto, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Ghaakt dies here, I'm sorry, but
End
I'm
of
going to
Queglod's turn,
laugh.
Elsyan. What do you wish to do?
Well, I need to save my new best friend, Malcolm.
What?
Alright, because she's a prince. What are you gonna do?
I am going to Hammer of Inquisition. That guy, the full 5.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 5d10 as I roll an intelligence saving throw, which is a natural 3.
Sorry, Ghaakt.
So it's
I'm
a
so
total of
sorry,
1.
Ghaakt.
How much
Wait.
damage do you
I'm
do?
sorry, I would try and save it. No, I wouldn't. No, that's what I said.
Go
I
ahead.
wouldn't.
25 points of damage.
It's
bad.
good. It's good. It's average damage.
It's good. It's not dead though. As you
Son of a bitch!
as you bring down the Hammer of Inquisition on it, you watch its head just and falls to one side, but its form still continues moving. It's sluggish now, but it's still moving ever so slightly. It can survive without its head.
Will? I hope
yeah,
you
speaking of
survive
which,
this.
Ghaakt, it's your turn. Elsyan, if you wish to run, you can.
Okay.
I'm just
Now's
gonna
your chance to
back
move.
away.
Oh yeah, I left Feather
Oh,
with
you
you.
grab. I was there.
Sorry, yeah.
I've got two
I'll
shots
move
at
this
this.
You can move into
I
the
could
smoke.
I could do a
Display.
I could do a healing spell for 4 points, but it took off. What was it again? Oh yeah.
So
that's
much
right.
of your health.
43 points of damage in a single
Okay,
move.
look,
So I doubt a 1d4 is gonna save me there.
If you get away from it, like it
You can
can't.
disengage and run.
You can disengage and
That
run.
is true.
Disengage
will
will
only be able to
use
get the
your
one
action,
hit.
and it won't mean that it will get a. It means it won't get an attack against you, so you can just run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You are
Six.
obscure. Oh, you're not. You're gonna run through it. You only have 6
Okay.
movement, so yeah. Yeah, you
I
don't
mean,
have
it's a
6
good
movement
place to
anyway.
hide.
Yeah, it is, because it means that it can't actually see you there. The only disadvantage is that the beginning of your next turn, I'm going to have to ask you to make a concentration check.
Right, so
with
what can I do?
advantage,
So that was
but
my action. What is my
Seconds.
bonus action? I guess it's just a cantrip, isn't it?
you could do no bonus action would be anything that can cast a bonus action, say healing word, like you were thinking. And
Yeah, I'm
seeing
gonna
as you
do that,
your
just give
vision is
myself a-
5 feet in there, you can only target yourself.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no,
fine.
what a shame. Heals
I'm
my
gonna
my
heal myself,
dying self.
rolling for d4, rolling 1d4.
What level? Because you can cast it at a higher level to add a d4.
Oh yeah, I'll just do that. That's a natural 4.
So
I'll
you
do
get-
it as a level 2 so I can use my other 4.
That's fine.
That's
A
5.
1.
So that is 5 plus your charisma mod.
My
which is-
charisma mod is 4.
4. Okay, so it's 9 points of healing.
The one on the left, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're on 20 whole hit
So
points.
9 points of healing. Nice.
That's right, I'm keeping track.
Good. Means that if anybody makes a miscalculation, you can tell them what it's at.
Oh no, it's only on Will because I was scared for his life.
I mean, that wasn't so bad. I actually
Okay.
ended up making it up. Got some disadvantages.
Okay. End of your turn. The creature is going to move forward. 1, 2.
That's fair. That's entirely fair.
Bane comes with it. It is. Does its fiery strikes recharge? No. So it's going to make 3 regular attacks against you.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Let
it
me
doesn't.
just double check what my AC
AC
is now. Okay, lovely.
What is it?
It's 20.
Okay. First attack and second attack misses. The third attack hits you on a natural 19.
That's fair. How much damage it do?
It does a whole 10 points of slashing damage.
No fire damage?
Fire damage is fiery strikes, which it's already
Okay.
used.
So 10 points of slashing. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So as it strikes you, as it goes to swing with 2 of the scimitars, you raise your shield and pang pang before the other one strikes through, just missing your shield, striking a little bit of your underarm as you're holding the shield there.
Well, you're a right dick.
Okay.
Sasha's feeling quite angry towards fire creatures attacking them.
Arachne, at the beginning of her turn, takes 2 points of fire damage, and she rolls a concentration check.
Give me a sec to take out the health.
That's fine. Yeah, it'll just be a regular concentration check. DC is 10 as always, because the damage is not high enough to proc anything else.
Yep.
Yep, she's fine. Yeah, Hex maintains concentration on this thing.
This
Cheers,
thing
man.
is really not doing too good. It's got two hexes and a
2
bane.
hexes and a bane on it. Yeah. Oh, wait oh no, the natural 19 wouldn't have mattered for the D4. Okay. That's fine.
Are you certain?
Yeah, I'm
You
certain.
fucking Damn
I'm
it.
certain a D4 wouldn't have helped.
Worth a try.
Yeah, if it was any of the others, then the D4 would have mattered, and I'm actually glad I remembered that, but still.
Well, Arachne is going to out.
Moves out to...
Do I provoke opportunity since it's
Nope.
I mean not opportunity, advantage. Since I'm
No. Because you're
technically
inside...
there
you're
and being
You're,
I'm
you're inside it, not opposite it, which unfortunately does mean that you don't get advantage. The advantage of using creatures like this, you're afraid to go near them, but once they're inside you, you can't provoke opportunity.
I can't.
Which is great.
Guess she'll bite it, I guess. Or... Can she try to put herself out?
I don't think she can do it on her own, actually. Because she doesn't have any way of putting herself out. Because usually it would be like tapping yourself down and like rubbing the flames off. But she can't stop, drop, and roll because you're in a volcano.
Also, she's a spider.
Yeah.
Also, I've...
Which actually...
Yes.
Okay, she isn't on fire, but she still would have taken the 1d10 at the beginning of her turn. Because she isn't actually ignitable.
Oh.
She's a spider.
Okay. She's biting it.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack.
Okay.
Is it my turn yet? No.
It will be in a moment. Go ahead and
Because
make
I
the
just
attack.
got back. I was AFK.
That's fine. Okay. So you deal... it's 4 plus what?
That's 4 plus 3. I'm guessing they can't be poisoned.
Nope. And they're immune to poison damage. So 4 plus 3 is 7 points of damage. Which kills it.
Oh. Yay! Totally planned.
As Arachne jumps out, she jumps into it and goes, and just bites the outside of it, and it just disappears.
Totally planned, guys.
The floor, because it rained, is now smoky. Which means at the beginning of your turn, I'm going to have to ask you to make a concentration check.
I'll be fine.
The DC...
Look, I tried, okay? I tried to be helpful with my water.
The DC is 5 on these because it's smoke, it's not major. If it was anything like Stinking Cloud or a worse inhalation, then it would matter. So,
just so you know, your water has done this multiple times.
Would you rather be on fire?
Okay, Behold. Are you still on fire, Behold? No, you were doused. Okay.
Yes.
No, it's out.
Oh,
Very down.
I'm gonna move the smoke. Make a sleight of hand check to move the smoke.
Behold blows really hard.
That'll be constitution check then, if that happens.
Alright, sir.
Reckless.
Oh,
That doesn't hit. As you go in for the swing and you do that, you also take 1d10 points of fire damage because you hit it in melee range. You take 2 points of fire damage, reduced to 0. So, meh.
Look at my damage still.
I know.
Yeah.
So you go for one swing, you arc wide, and before you hit the outside of the plate, it clang off the outside. Total.
Wow! Again with the 3.
20.
20? Okay, hits. Which means that does 6 plus 7, taking that to 13 points of slashing damage. Okay. As you swing your greatsword in this time, you just manage to dodge underneath the armor where it tries to catch you. Before you swing through its body, you watch as it dissipates a portion of it before it reforms, seemingly not very well hurt by the attack. It still took the full damage, just a flavor. End of Behold's turn. Malcom, make a concentration check with advantage. Because it's only smoke. No, DC isn't 5, it's DC 10, but it's still concentration with advantage, which you're fine.
You're super duper fine.
Yep. Oh,
I'll take it smoke with me too.
make a constitution check.
Poor little...
Malcolm inhales the smoke, moves, and then exhales it.
Oh.
I'm taking it with me.
Malcolm invents vaping.
I do. I apologize. Oh wait, no, that's right. She can't move it. Wait, can she move it? Yeah, she can.
Oh yeah, she would have at the end of her turn. Yeah. Oh no, but this
Yeah.
one, yeah. So she would have with her bonus action.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if she could
Yeah.
actually move it on her
Wouldn't
Move it.
Queglod have moved hers as well?
It's not her turn yet.
It died
on
one-
Arachne's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will move at the beginning of her next turn. So go ahead. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna call lightning there.
Okay, dexterity saving throw, just 3d10 damage. That is a total of 10. Nope.
Full damage.
Full damage indeed. That is 16 points of lightning damage. Nice.
Pretty good bit of lightning there.
Indeed. As
There's some...
you cool down the lightning, you watch as it trickles and catches on the outside plate armor of this as it begins to like rattle, and the sparks travel between, seemingly hurting its inner kind of core and energy. Okay, that is the end of your turn, Sasha.
Well,
is it still not saying anything?
I'm gonna use my bonus action
No,
first.
it seems to like grunt in more of like a fiery tone, but it doesn't seem to say anything.
I'm gonna use my bonus action first for my spiritual weapon.
I don't think any of you speak Ignan, so.
What does fire as an actual example?
If anyone speaks primordial, I think that means you can also understand it, but it's harder or something.
Does anybody speak primordial then? I'll take that as a
I don't even need to check, I can tell you that's a no.
No.
Okay, so no, if you speak primordial, so no, you wouldn't understand this thing. Okay, so making the attack roll with your spiritual weapon for your bonus action. That is
that's with a plus, I believe a plus 6, 18.
Okay, doesn't hit.
Oh, okay. I think that's the right one for it. I honestly remember. Well, we wouldn't really done much anyway.
Doesn't hit as the form of the Smashfist hammer swings in. It hits the outside of the plate and it clangs and rings against it, but doing no damage to the outside of this thing.
Right. Well, in that case, I'm going to move over here. Well, and this is a very dumb idea. Don't do this at home, kids. I'm going to use inflict wounds on it.
At what level?
I'm going to use a 2nd level spell slot to do so.
4d10. Go ahead and roll your attack roll for me, please.
Oh, fuck. Let me just... Sorry, I accidentally did a bad thing.
Uh-oh. You can just control Z, it's fine. Go ahead and roll your 4d10.
There we go.
With an attack roll, please.
This doesn't have advantage, right?
This does have advantage,
yes.
because I'm...
It does, actually. That is a point. I didn't realise. Yeah. Advantage
Yes,
because you are opposite.
Uh,
Remember, natural 20s on spells only does 1 additional dice of damage, just in case it comes up. Total is a 20 to hit because of the 14, which does hit, doing 24 points of necrotic damage to it. However, you take 2 points of fire damage, halved down to 1.
Yeah!
And what did I say, 24? 24.
Yes, 24.
Okay, that takes that to that. Okay, it is looking wounded.
Right.
It begins to slowly kind of pull itself back together, not as fast as it otherwise would.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stay here so that, like...
Okay.
Yeah,
stay there.
Just go.
Fire elementals are dead. Queglod moves her hex over to this thing. This thing is hexed on all sides.
Burn
she makes 2 Eldritch Blast attacks against
Hexed, it's baned, it's everything.
Yep, it's not having a good day. Well, they both hit. They both hit, which is 10 plus 8, which is 18 points of damage to it.
Damn.
She's consistent. That's Queglod for you. As the 2 Eldritch Blast flies in, you watch as the swirl of crows and the kind of crackling red from Arachne swirl around and mix as it gets struck twice from the inside as the 2 Eldritch Blasts strike it from either side.
Everyone, gather round and kick the shit out of this, whatever the fuck it is.
I'm good.
It's keeping me from my flowers. I must have flowers.
It's keeping me from my flowers. Alright, end of Queglod's initiative. Elsyan. Followed by Ghaakt.
Well, okay. So...
Look, don't kill it just yet. I want to do something.
Don't kill
Don't
it just.
dare vicious mockery it to death.
Oh fuck!
I've got to allow that to happen now, Chris.
What'd you make a mistake about?
I should have moved so that you could still cast your full lightning on it. Oh no,
well.
you're gonna do it with. You're gonna
Oh,
do it
I'm
without
gonna,
me.
I'm gonna do it right there still.
Oh no!
You were warned, Sasha.
Or better yet,
Okay.
better yet,
Sasha
I'll
uses that movement they forgot about.
Oh well.
Oof.
What are you using on it, Elsyan?
I'm gonna use Mind Thrust.
Mind thrust.
Oh, now
Intelligence
is
saving
when you use the
throw.
mind thrust.
7.
Oh,
7.
no!
This isn't really too important right now.
Which is 2d10, I believe,
Yes.
because it levels up at level 5 and you're level 6. So it should
Yes,
be
Awesome.
I was just reading that bit myself.
Awesome.
which is
11.
11 points of psychic damage. Okie dokie. It's still alive and it's not looking
Brain
great, but
explodes.
it's still okay. Alright, Ghaakt.
And Ghaakt emerges from the smoke.
Makes a concentration check for Bane.
Yeah, that too.
Fails.
With advantage.
Fails. Yeah, with advantage. With advantage, so roll. Yeah, because it's only smoke. Yeah, you're fine.
Damn it!
Oh, yeah.
Double
you're
19.
fine.
Super fucking
Failed.
alright.
Failed.
You come out of the smoke like you're, I don't know, Michael Jackson from Thriller.
I don't even know if that's a thing, but okay.
I feel like there was
About
smoke
to
involved.
crash.
So yeah, I emerge from the smoke.
You're crashing, Infernal?
Yeah, I'm losing Steam P2P session with everyone.
I emerge from the smoke.
Oh, okay, that will be you
Point.
then, because everybody else is fine. Go ahead.
I emerge from the smoke, point at this thing, and say, "Fuck you," and then roll 2d4 for vicious mockery.
It makes
8.
it makes a what type of saving throw?
I don't think there is one.
It should have one.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh.
How wise is
But
this
it
large
does
fire spell?
lose a
have-
D4 on
It
that.
does lose a D4, but I don't need the D4 as a natural 12. Yeah, it doesn't succeed, and as you say that, you watch it kind of goes, kind of looking a little bit sad and depressed.
And then just
wants
die.
to make friends. No, it's not dead. However, it does get disadvantage on its first attack of its next turn. However, it is its turn. Does its fiery strikes recharge? No. Oh well. All right.
You're forgetting. That's the only single target attack I have. Everything else just blows shit up for a 6.6 rate.
I somehow
true.
feel pyrotechnics would not be helpful to us in this situation.
Well, no, because you already got rid of all the fire.
Seeing as it had a rough time hitting Sasha, it's going to try all of its attacks against Bhold.
Yay!
Which it has
I mean,
advantage with because he
no.
used Reckless Attack. The first attack is a normal roll because of disadvantage and advantage cancelling out. First attack misses, natural 6. Next attacks are with advantage. Second attack, that is a total of...
3.
What is his AC, did someone remember?
17?
17 is your AC.
Yes.
Okay, so actually this D4 very much matters. Go ahead and roll your D4 for Bane. These D4s are coming in useful.
D4's getting a lot more work than usual.
Will,
Will,
roll your D4 for
roll your
Bane.
D4.
What has happened?
Roll a
This is
D4.
for if it hits...
1.
It does! Yes! It still hits him. Okay, and it hits you Bhold, and the second attack... Oh, misses.
Oh,
Natural
I thought
one
it
on
was the thing that rolled the d4.
Huh?
Hmm?
You thought what?
I thought it was you who rolled the d4, but it's fine.
Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. It's more impactful if you guys are rolling it. So, only landing one attack. It does a grand total of 5 plus 4, which is 9 slashing damage, halved down to 4. Behold, you take 4 points of slashing damage. Just strikes against you. Oh. It's looking wounded, its attacks are getting weaker.
Ew.
Okay,
I
Arachne's
got
turn.
damage from the fire.
Alright, Arachne's coming around here and climbing on
To Sasha.
to Sasha's shoulders, and then she's just gonna jump at it and attack.
Okay.
Does she get advantage?
Yes, she would from Bhold for this attack. You are, however,
please
jumping.
don't burn
You are, however, jumping into its space, so Arachne will take 5 points of fire damage. But go ahead and roll with advantage.
I feel her.
What's even happening here?
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll your d6. And again, this thing can't be poisoned.
Hex is on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Hex is
yeah.
on it. Yeah, she needs to
Just
roll
roll
D6.
another
Just
d6.
another d6.
Yeah.
It's
I meant to grab
2 plus... It's 2 plus 3, which is 5, plus 4 is 9. No, that's not how that works. Yeah, that is how that works. Math.
2, 3, 4, 9. That's how it works.
It is plus 3 from her mod, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just making sure. So she jumps at it and she attacks through it. She falls through its form, landing on the ground. You watch as the flames kind of curl around her and continue to burn her.
Oh, Arachne,
Something
no, I'm
that's
so
actually a
sorry.
note. Her attacks aren't magical, are they?
I don't think so.
I thought she was magical in and of herself.
Oh right, yeah. Now that she's magical now because of what she is now. So yeah, no, that's fine. So he takes the full 9. Okay, end of Arachne's
That's
turn.
right,
Behold.
I know my shit. Aim high, Behold.
Oh yeah, make a concentration check for Arachne as well, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and not strike her.
Yeah, that's fine. Unless you roll a natural 1, it'll be fine. Arachne's concentration breaks.
Man, that's fine.
I'll delete one of the hexes. And concentrations. Alright, using your reckless attack. You swing!
Reckless I have from Sasha.
Oh yeah, from
Yep.
Sasha. So that's a 7 plus 7 is 14 points of damage.
Whoops, yep.
Okay. As you bring up your greatsword, you swing it down and through it. You cleave through the first portion of the pauldron of this, cutting through it. And as your blade carves through it, you watch as it dissipates and it just billows into smoke in the surrounding area as this happens. Arachne is knocked back out from the outside of this thing as it falls to the ground. You watch as the plate armor just begins to crumble and crack before it breaks and shatters. All that's left is a helmet which clunk, clunk, falls to the ground. Combat is over.
I'm gonna pick up that helmet and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Or that sounds like about it. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes and use identify on it or whatever.
Gonna concentrate for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal Arachne.
Okay.
It's over.
Okay. So you guys proceed to heal as you concentrate for 10 minutes. Did anybody want to do anything else during those 10 minutes?
I'm
I
gonna
wanted
walk
to
over
gather
here,
Oh,
pick up that
wanted-
fucking flower that he dropped
Yeah.
earlier.
Leave.
Go over to Malcolm and just shove it in his hands. Like, I hope it was fucking worth it.
Now
I
that
say,
I've got
clutching my chest.
Now that I've got a closer look at it, can I tell what this flower is?
Make a nature check.
You didn't even know what it was.
No, I
you
just
didn't.
wanted the flower. I didn't expect some giant thing to come out of the volcano, alright?
Okay, plus 7 makes that 15. This is a fire blossom, used to make potions of fire resistance traditionally.
High potion of fire resistance. I have
The
things.
mephits in the area seem to have panicked and scattered by the looks of it, after the form appeared in the center.
So
They're like shit, the elites are here.
Yeah, effectively. It's like, run boys, the feds. And they just like disappear.
The popos here.
Mm-hmm. So,
Oh, shit.
you also see that there are 3 other sources of flour around here.
Elsyan, get back to work.
Yeah, can we
Oh,
spend
Sasha.
die or?
there.
Look, we've killed the
Spend
thing. We
hit
might as
die
well
or not?
try to get as much as we can out of this.
What were you saying, Infernal?
Can we spend hit die here or no?
I'll say if you guys want to take a short rest, you can. I will
Yes,
say that
that-
any healing you get from a short rest will be halved because you're in a hot environment.
I can fix that.
Don't worry.
Oh, are you gonna cast Tiny Hut?
Yeah, I can, if it'll help.
You could also just leave the volcano.
Yeah, that too.
I still need to be here, but the rest of you can head off. I just need to get close to there after my 10 minutes are up and I've identified this thing and see if I can't attune myself to a Turan.
Don't die.
you.
Behold, where's those footholds at?
What?
Where are the footholds for us to climb out?
Oh, yes.
So,
all
who is
on-
currently leaving this area? We've got Bhold and we've got Ghaakt.
I'm staying with Sasha because we just saw this thing come out of there, and Sasha wants to get close to it.
Okay, so you want to go there. Queglod is just gonna stick behind just in case something goes wrong. I'm gonna move all these over and then to the
Stick behind, all the way over there.
Elsyan, I really do think you should pick up. Wait, Elsyan, look, you're the one with the telekinesis. You can pick up all these flowers. You might as well, since we just lost. Since we had to fight those things to get one of them, we might as well get 4.
Okay. Strength check for your telekinesis, then, please.
Nope.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
You pull out one of them. You pull it over to you. You pass it to Malcom. Next one. Yep. Easy enough. Comes out. Pass it to Malcom. Last one again.
Flowers pop when you pick them.
Look. What else is noise a plant supposed to make when it gets pulled out of the ground?
Squeak.
It
Squeak.
snaps.
No, it doesn't, because he's pulling up the root as well. He passes it to
Yeah,
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, don't do that, please. So,
That's the
now-
sound it makes.
so you have 4 fire blossoms. Malcom. All right, Sasha. As you identify the helm,
Queglod. I said Queglod can use these two.
use what to?
Fire blast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
You eat them and you gain the ability to throw fireballs from your hands, and you become a small Italian plumber.
Oh man.
Where's
Okay.
this story from?
So
Oh,
this
an old tale.
this is a helm of fortitude.
Oh.
While wearing this helm, your Constitution score increases by 2, up to a maximum of 20. It is attunement.
Oh.
Just make sure you pull that thing off before you put it on.
I'm putting that on myself because and I'm going to pass off my ring of speed to Queglod.
Okay, Queglod gets the ring of speed again. I will tell me after the session is over, so I can add to inventory after it's all over. Okay.
Fortitude. Can I attune to it here?
It will take 15 minutes.
Wait, well, are people doing? People aren't resting
People
now.
are leaving.
I'm with you.
These
Okay,
these
I'm-
three are leaving. So if you wanted to
Fine,
just say you hold
then-
on to the helm.
I'll say I hold on to it for the moment. Queglod doesn't quite get it doesn't get the speed just yet.
Okay. These three have left because it's been 10 minutes as you're sat here. You're feeling the heat now, Sudz. You've been here for a while, but you're used to this. This is barren land territory for you. It's actually relatively nice, like it's home, like a nice summer's day at home. Queglod, on the other hand, is going to suffer if she fails her Constitution saving throw, a point of exhaustion. She succeeds it. She's fine.
I hand her an ice knife.
Right.
She licks it like it's a popsicle.
Yeah, make
So,
sure you hand that thing to me later. I need to spread it on my abs.
To clarify, this isn't like the peak of Mount Volgrim, is it? This is just a bowl into it.
Mount Volgrim is a recess. It's a collapsed volcano.
Right.
So this is the base cauldron. This is where all the lava comes from and flows to if there are other pockets in the volcano itself.
Okay.
Which there
Okay,
look to be.
that's
from
good
this.
then.
So yeah, this is the main core and center.
I am well. Okay, I'm not stepping that close to it. I'm sort of like kneeling next to it, and I'm praying to a Turan to try and like connect to a Turan, and sort of have her guide me if there be anything that needs doing here.
Roll with advantage.
Oh damn!
Advantage. Ooh.
I still need to roll real fucking low.
Yeah. Need to roll
But-
a 6 still. 6 or lower.
No.
As you begin to
Super
concentrate,
dumb.
you feel a presence here. This place has a strong, resonating fire energy within it. And as you begin to understand this power, you feel it, but it overwhelms you. You're not able to fully comprehend what a Turan wants from you here.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna try a couple things if that's doable.
Okay.
trying. Okay. You know the Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? Did I ever end up selling that that fire opal, or did that not happen because Malcom brought in a fuck ton of money?
I
And
believe you
kind of forgot about it.
sold the original. Wait, did you add 1,000 gold to the bag of holding at any point? Malcolm?
No.
No, so you still have it then.
Okay, excellent. God. I'm gonna take all of the. Okay, I have. Okay, let's fucking do this. Right, I have 50 gold pieces on my person. That is enough to make 5 pounds of gold or something, or 1 pound of gold or something, right?
1 pound of gold, yeah.
1 pound of gold. A holy symbol weighs 1 pound of gold or no pound of gold or something like that. I am going to use the fire opal to try and make not necessarily like a sort of like a holy symbol, but like more of like a sort of medallion to a Turan type thing.
Using Artisan's Blessing?
Using Artisan's Blessing.
That takes an hour.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Fuck.
How about we get out of the volcano?
You guys are already
But
out. You guys have climbed the side which Bhold has led you to, and as you reach the top of it, you feel it's chillier up here than down there. But hey, it's pleasant.
Right.
And as you
Okay,
look
I'm
out,
gonna-
you can see the mountain range before you. You can see various evergreen
Right.
pines as they stick out, as they just jut out of the ground, and
Right.
they're just present. You can see what looks to be off in the distance. You can see faint hints of snow.
I'm gonna turn around. You two should head off. I will follow along the path after you're gone, but I need to do this on my own.
I'm just making sure nothing comes out to attack you.
Well, I kind of need to be here for quite a while.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw for Arachne and Featherwing, please.
Oh yeah,
Because they are also going to suffer from the extreme heat. You can survive, but they can't. Your new, currently growing Drake seems to be very accommodated with this climate. It's not great for a youngling like this, but hey. Okay, so...
Alright, so that was Arachne, that was Featherwing.
So Featherwing suffers 1 point of exhaustion. You watch as Featherwing just stops flying and lands on your shoulder, currently panting and seemingly dehydrating quite quickly.
You need
Queglod at this
to get...
point is going to take off. She is finding it difficult to be here.
Right. You know what? No. Okay. Look, Malcolm.
No,
if you
Malcolm
want to
will
stay
leave.
here, you're
Malcolm
welcome to. Okay. No. I was gonna say you would be welcome to stay here, but your animals need you, and you can't send them off on their own. They can't survive in this heat. I can and you can, but they can't. If they weren't an issue, I think out of all of us, you would be welcome to stay. I will be along within the hour, hopefully. If I am not, wait an additional hour, and then come find my corpse.
Oh, GG.
Yep. See ya.
Okay, so you will take a short rest, so roll your hit die, restore anything that would restore over a short rest. What are you doing, Sasha?
With my health restore over a short rest?
Sasha is...
with
first
hit die,
of all,
yes.
Okay, and I will be saying this on...
No, I'm not allowing that.
I've got to head off, guys.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll be wrapping up quickly. Don't worry.
Right,
If you need to head off now, go ahead.
I'll see you guys later.
Yep, see you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Sasha's doing... Okay, bye. Sasha's doing 2 things.
Okay.
first, Sasha is going to, and I'm letting people hear this because I think it'll be an amusing thing for you to wonder about. I'm pulling out the scale, and I am holding it, just in front of the lava, and I am holding onto it as I try and discern what a Turan would want me to do here. What I felt drawn to this place, be that through divine reasons or my own whim, and I want to see if there's aught I can do for Turan here.
Okay.
I don't want to just do another prayer roll necessarily, but it's just sort of like I just want to see if there's any sort of guiding force there.
Roll me 2 D100s again.
Okie dokie.
I wanted to be known that Ghaakt has run off towards the snow, so we could just lie down on top of it.
The snow is probably a good few hours of travel away.
Oh
Ugh.
Man, that's not good for.
Still not great,
good
but
for my bones.
better.
You hold the amulet out.
No, the scale.
Hold the scale out. You hold the scale out, and as you do, you try and sense the presence. There's something here, but it requires clarification. You're going to need to come back here at a later date.
Right.
There is a large amount of power here, though, and you can sense it. You can sense that maybe this is why the dragon is drawn to this location.
Or is it? Yeah. Wait, is it Nutar or is it the other one?
It's Nutar. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe this is why it's drawn to this location. This is a location of extreme power, from what you can tell, and it might be worth revisiting here at a later date. You're not entirely sure.
I need to find a way.
You definitely feel you have a purpose here, but you're not certain on what your actions are to do.
Maybe not yet.
No.
Right. In that case, with that, how long did that take? Like about 5 minutes or more, or what?
The communing took about 5 minutes. The making of the amulet.
Well, I'm doing the making of the amulet now. The scale was just.
Oh, the scale was its own thing. Okay, so communing would have been 5 minutes. You spending an hour using Artisan's Blessing?
Yeah, I'm using the full thing.
Okay, you spend your time Artisan Blessing at this area. As you do, you watch as small portions of the lava bubble up, and as you almost get surprised by them, they land and they almost swirl as the energy begins to form around where your Artisan Blessing. Go ahead and make a advantage check on this Artisan's Blessing for the perfection of it. I'll give you a single reroll if you roll a 1, due to the nature of this location. Okay, still very good.
That is, I believe, a 25 altogether.
Yeah. You continue to hammer away at this one bit at a time, and as you do, the gold begins to mix and it kind of melds together, forming a very beautiful piece, with a perfect slot set for the fire opal for you to add partway through. Do you do so?
I do so.
Okay, you add it partway through and you watch as the amulet finishes off, forming this very fine filigree around the outside of the fire opal, holding it in place as the amulet takes its hold, and forming into a solid gold amulet. Was it a holy symbol you were making, or just an amulet?
It's sort of like, I don't want to replace my holy symbol necessarily, but this is like...
We'll go with an amulet to a Turan. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You make the amulet, and it is a beautiful draconic piece. The slight brandishing of the gold itself forms more of a slightly orangey yellowish tone to the back portion and the wings of the actual dragon itself. The dragon, however, is wrapped around this main fire opal in the center, as the fire opal is held within all 4 of its claws as it's curled around it.
Okay. I take this and I put it around my neck on the same chain as my holy symbol.
Okay.
Like, this is I need to do. I feel like I need to do something with this at some point. But until I understand what I need to do at Mount Volgrim, I want to hold on to it until.
Okay. You attach it to the chain. It clangs against your holy symbol. You tuck them underneath your armor once again, and you set out, catching up with the rest of the party. You travel
I'm
along the
alive!
outside, and as you leave, you watch as the Mephits come back out again. A few of them begin to like speak to each other in an unknown language. Before you watch as a few of them begin to pick up these rocks again and move over and just lob them in. As you do, you watch as the Mephit re-emerges from the fire, kind of looking around, and kind of flies off and continues to assist, throwing these rocks into the middle of the crucible of this volcano. And that is where we will end the session. As you all take a short rest, sitting at the edge of Mount Volgrim, looking out a lot across the horizon, the various hills and peaks, the pines sticking out of the area. Malcom, you recognise this as the area where you saw those creatures far off in the distance.
Oh, wait. Way up there?
Yeah, when you saw them flying overhead.
Ah, okay.
So we're near that area then, or?
Yeah, you are on that area. Just so you've got context, Malcolm saw some hippogriffs and griffins flying around in this area.
Ooh.
Indeed.
Okay, let's make some friends, Bhold.
Yes, Bhold is very interested in this.
You know that feral griffins, if they are fully grown, they will never accept somebody as a rider. Same with hippogriffs. However, if they are raised from hatchlings, then they can be some of the most loyal companions anybody can have.
Well, time to go steal some children.
Stealing children.
Entangle.
children.
Throw in volcano.
Time to steal some children.
And as you rest, you begin to you rest, you regenerate yourselves, and you would proceed to move forward. Who wants to make a D20 check for me?
Sure, I do.
I'd love to.
First one to roll gets
I'd
it.
love to.
Malcolm gets it.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
D20.
it'll be with advantage, sorry, because I forgot. So, 17 and 4. Okay, 17. The tavern's doing great.
Oh, Christ.
That was for the tavern. It's doing
Yay!
fine. You got a 17.
Yay!
So basically, at any point, we could just sporadically go out of business.
No, no, that's not what a 1 would do. A 1 would just mean something happens, and then there have to be either repairs, there's a loss of money for whatever reason, a theft, that kind of thing.
But there
but
was a fair amount of money put in to
support it, yeah.
extra fun.
Yeah, so it would just mean if there's any major events that took place to cause that. Anyway, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for those who did watch. Feel free to follow, it is very kind of very helpful to do so. I would recommend checking out the YouTube side of this if you want to catch up. I will be doing a short story sessions of these to kind of get people caught up to the current story if they wish to do so. And be sure to check out Thursday, when my party potentially dies. Yeah, that'll be fun.
If I can get it,
yeah,
if I can get out of my mess, if I can get out of the mess I was just in, they'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, way worse mess.
And for those in chat right now, there's my Discord link if you want to come and join. You're welcome to have a chat with me about DMing or being a player. I can help you design interesting characters, or if you have a DM you want to refer to me to maybe ask for advice on if they're a new or fledgling DM, I am happy to give advice on how the game is played. I do play with a few house rules, so do keep that in mind. Anyway, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Forza.